And mega, mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out. Ayan, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Magandang umaga, tanghali, gabi, and kombangwa to everyone. Am I loud and clear, guys? Ayan. And of course, guys, before we start, please do me a favor and share this live stream to your social media and to your community. Ask me questions. Let's talk about anything, let's talk about everything. This is a conversation. I want to have conversation with you guys. And of course, Ayan, don't take anything personally. Don't take anything, well, some things you should take seriously, but don't take anything personal, Ayan. And because this is what I wanted, just a conversation, good discussion. We agree, we can agree to disagree. Let's stay with that. And before we even start the night, diba? Andyan na ang aking sisi koy. Of course, Josa ng Apoy. Diba? Ayan. And syempre kay Mie Mapili. Mega mega love shout out Mylene and kay Christopher Durain, kay More Bricks na napakaganda naman talaga. O, 'di ba? Ang daming Team Josa and of course sa BFF ko naka-BG. Ayan, have a nice day at work. And syempre sa admin kong hindi late tonight. 'Di ba? 'Di ba? Takot. Takot ma-late, admin. Ayan. And syempre, we are multilingual live stream. It's not just about English, but I do encourage everyone to make this live stream every Saturday. Their practice, like practice community, or like this is where you practice your English. I encourage everyone who doesn't speak native English, yung mga hindi nagsasalita ng English. And of course, sa mga, nahihirapan mag-English because of they're shy, they're embarrassed, this is the time for you to kind of like practice your English with moi, because sometimes I don't, I'm not really so good in English. And sometimes I do bad English as well. I thank you, guys. And of course, to all the people, ayan, if you're gonna replay this live stream as well, don't forget to subscribe, like, and sometimes share this live stream, If, and syempre, if you wanna interact with me, you have to subscribe as well. Mega, mega love shout out to all. My class lang, BFF. Diyos ko naman, lagi mo sinasabi yan, my class. Of course, alam ko na. Paulit-ulit. Nagalit no? Mamaya sa susunod, mapipik ko na to si BFF sa akin. Ayan. But of course, guys, ayan, I really appreciate you guys viewing. Ayan, BG, everything and above. But tonight, ayan, pag-uusapan lang natin kung ano-ano enek-enek, di ba, mga pag-uusapan. Let's see where we're gonna go tonight, where our discussion is going to be for tonight. Oh, di ako pikon. Di ba? May Hindi daw siya pikon, guys. Ayan. No, because guys, sa Tagalog tayo, ayan. Kapag pikon kayo, guys, huwag kayong babanat, di ba? This is the thing. Some people like to actually like, how do you call that? When you throw words at people or when you say something to people, and this is the thing that's why I like conversation, I like discussion, is because, ano daw yon? May pinaglalaban si BFF. Totoo yan. Di ba? Ayan. But the thing is, this is one of the things that I feel like, sometimes, like, especially nowadays, everyone has an opinion. It's like everyone, like, that's why I have a live stream because I do have opinions and I like to share it. But at the same time, there are people out there, and if you're one of them, diba, bahala kayo dyan. But there are people out there that it seems like because they feel like they have an opinion to share. And once they put it out there, they make that opinion public. They want that acknowledgement that what they're saying is true or real. And if you disagree with that, then it would become a fight or they will take it personal. The thing with conversation is, and that's why I really love conversation, is because not everyone has same perspective. Hindi lahat tayo, may mga kanya-kanya tayong mga pinaglalaban sa buhay. May kanya-kanya tayong mga experiences, may kanya-kanya tayong background. In English, we have different perspective, we have different opinion, we come from different background. Ganda naman ni Idol. Anong gusto mo, Christopher Derain? Oh, sabihin ko rin, gwapo ka, ganon. Bala ka dyan. Ayan. But as I was saying, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. O, di ba? Kaloka ang English ko. Kaloka talaga. But the thing is, if you kind of like put your opinion in public, you have to understand that there are people that would disagree with you no matter what. There's always going to be one person that would disagree with you just to make themselves feel bida. At dahil dyan guys, kayo ang bida sa channel ko. Kaya pag nag-disagree kayo sa akin, oo na lang ako. Ganon. O, diba? Ganon yun guys. But guys, sometimes, and I think this is one of the things I feel lately. I've been talking about choosing your words. And I've always, for whatever reason, it feels like lately in my life, I've been sharing full awareness of these phrases. Choose your words carefully. And the thing is, I also, like incorporate, or I'm also trying to be aware of what I'm saying most of the time. And the thing is, that is what makes you, I feel like that what makes you matured, or that what makes you better in life is when you started to kind of like choose your words. And the thing is, not everyone can actually control themselves, especially when they're angry. No, katulad ko, pag ako nabwisit, or pag ako may nagalit ako, or na-triggered ako, sometimes I really want to say something. Like gusto ko, nanggigigil ako, sasabihin ko. But as time passes by, as I grow, I choose my battles. Hindi lahat ng panahon papatulan nyo yung mga nakaka-trigger sa mga paligid natin. O, di ba napunta na naman kay BFF? Biglang pumasok na naman sa utak ko si BFF. Bakit ba BFF ikaw lagi? O, di ba? Pero BFF hindi to sa'yo. Napansin ko lang talaga to. Usually, parang lahat ng tao talaga sa paligid ko. Ganun eh. May mga taong lakas magsalita tapos pag sinagot, galit. Exactly. And the thing is for me, I mean, like if you take this as offensive for people like that, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't even think about this is them. You know? Ay, Amy! Amy, 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 Amy! Diba? Ayan. How are you, Amy? Diba? So the thing is, Yun nga, napapansin ko lang lately, like, the one of the things that I really like feel like most of us, we started as, like when when we grow, or like as a teenager, as a teenager, especially sa mga teenager. And all of us become teenager unless natego ka bago ka naging teenager, diba? Oh, diba? I'm good, my dear. Aw, thank God naman at good ka. Yung sinasabi ni BFF, di ikaw yon. Pero yung sinasabi ko, siya yon. O, diba? 100% true. You're not late today. How you doing? How's South Korea treating you, huh? 'Diba? 100% true. And hi, Rian's Kitchen from AIM. Ayan. Hey, ICEE. Oh, 'diba? I think JJ become like, like, hey, I see. Mega mega shut up. In the words of William Glasser, we cannot control what others say and do, and we can only control how we react. Exactly, and that's the thing. That's why lately that's what I've been promoting, not just in my stream, not just, like in my everyday life. I feel like that's what I'm trying to share to everyone, especially the ones, and I've told you this before, guys, in the Philippines, in Japan. I don't know which one is worst when it comes to, like, like they always think about what people would perceive them as. They always try to portray themselves as the image kind of thing, the good image in what we called society. They really care about that so much that it feels like it becomes like a hindrance for their personal growth. And if you don't, like, if you ever come to like a point where you've been doing this for years and you cannot get out of this kind of like lifestyle, it becomes so stressful. And the thing is, like, daw, bigyan na po. Di ba, nababasa kasi ako. South Korea's awesome. Winter season is here and I love it. Di ba? Hey, admin. Hey, Rians. Heart, heart, heart. Icy Fit. And of course, welcome back, Digital Fanboy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. To you, Ayan. Hey, JJ, how are you? From admin. And hey there, JJ. So the thing is, what I was saying, sometimes, like people around you would tell stuff. And that's why I'm saying, like, choose your battles, Sometimes there are things that triggers you that's kind of like, like given. Everyone has trigger points. Some would say that PTSD kind of thing, But at the same time, you cannot really control other people's words. You cannot control what they think of you. And at the same time, no matter what you do, you cannot change a person's perspective, background until or unless they want to change themselves. So it's really, really important that you understand those things so that it won't be stressful for you and you can actually focus on your personal growth. And I'm not saying this because, like, I want you to listen to me, I want you to do this, but at least for me, that's how I'm not stressed, most of the time. And I'm not saying I'm not, I don't have stress, because everyone is stressed, everyone has their stresses, but it just depends on how you handle everyday stresses in life. And of course, to Felipe G. Aw, konnichiwa, konnichiwa. And to CS Michael. Ayan. Ah, ayan, ang gulo. Sorry naman, guys. Am I loud and clear, guys? Ayan. Hey, DF. Mm. I just talked about the DTF last time. My brain almost like read it differently. So be careful, JJ. And of course, to Effie Canlas, mega love shout out Felipe G, and mega love shout out mwah, 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 to everyone. O, diba? And thank you sa mga patam shake nyo dyan. If you're not liking this, ayan, thumbs up, guys. Ayan. Hey there, Felipe, our fellow Itzu man. Oh, for real. Me too. I'm stressed, but I know how to manage it. See, because the thing is, like there are people out there that would say, like, but it's stressful. Yeah, we get it. Everyone has their own stresses. It's just depending on what level of stresses are there. And that's why we have every day. We have every day to kind of like be better, like learn how to handle those stresses because stresses would not go anywhere. They'll just there waiting, until you find them. And of course, to Lee, ayan, konnichiwa, Lee, ayan, I think it's good to stand up for what you believe in. Even if it doesn't change anything, you become a beacon and allow others to be themselves by being a good example. Oh, I want to explore this one as well. So, but before that, so how can you remain mentally strong when you're being hated against? How do you stop yourself from breaking down in front of your hater? Oh, don't give a shit. Basically, like that. Just don't give a shit. Because, whatever you do, whatever explanation you gave them, if they hate you, they hate you. It's not you for them to control what they feel. It's their feelings. And I don't think, like if a person really hates you, it's just a matter of like if they change their mind or they don't. But I think, at least in my opinion, if someone hates you, depending on how much they hate you, they'll find reasons to hate you. And it doesn't matter if it takes 48 years, it takes for a long time, it takes anything for you. You gave all your power to explain a thing. If they hate you, they hate you, and you cannot do anything about it because that's their feelings. All you have to do is basically just be you. Just don't give a shit. And that's what I mean. That's why mentally fit, mentally strong, self-care is one form of self-care is basically not giving a shit. You know Ayan. And hi, Amin. Hi, Digital Fanboy. Hi, JJ from Felipe G. You missed my comment. Where? JJ, where? Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, from JJ. Japan taught me one thing. They are not harmonious as portrayed. They are passive aggressive. Passive aggressive. I've always heard that word, but I'm always conflicted about passive aggressive. Can you elaborate, JJ? Ah, di ba? Ayan. So that I can explain it as well in Tagalog. I am passive aggressive, guys. Ayan. So we can actually, like explore. There's a lot of things to explore today, guys. I like it. Thank you, guys, for interacting. So when I'm stressed, this is from Effie. I'm trying my best to find something that is relaxing, like body massage. See, that's the thing. Everyone has their niche. Like the same as YouTube, you have their niche. I don't mean I don't have a niche, but I'm just saying everyone has their own kind of like stress reliever. For me, I like talking. I love good conversation. I love discussion. I love agreeing to disagreeing. I love, riling things up and stuff like that. That's kind of like a stress reliever for me. And at the same time, gaming. I like gaming. Gaming is actually my kind of form of stress reliever because you don't think, you just play. You're in the moment. So I love playing. So if you also like want to see me play, I am. Follow me on Twitch, guys. I am. True, Ayan. They hate because they see something in you that they like. Yeah, like for example, hate, it's almost like jealousy is there. There's a lot of things that's in there. In Tagalog, JJ, we call them etu serang palaka. But that's the truth. So the thing is that that's why sometimes I always think about this, guys. Jealousy. And I think I've already talked about this in one of my live streams. If you want to, watch that, it's replayable, like on my playlist or in my videos, just type jealousy, it'll pop up. But the thing is, jealousy is kind of like, for me at least, the root of evil kind of thing. Well, they say it's money, but I think for me it's jealousy, because once there's two ways of seeing jealousy to the point of you making it as a motivation, or jealousy you making it like trying to compare yourself and making the other person feel less because you're jealous of them, stuff like that. So you just have to see those things, to kind of like react on things. Ayan. Just coming to say my piece, live my like, and yes, high seas rise to give a fuck. You can't change people. Oh, where you going, Lee? Don't go, Lee. You have something to explore with me. What you talking about, Anna? But what if the person has a legitimate reason to hate you? What if they themselves are not good communicators? Well, that's the thing. That's why I say, life is kind of a lesson itself. As long as you live, you just have to be open about it. Like, communicating. I am talkative, but also from, like past years of my life, I'm not a good communicator per se. When it comes to friendships, when it comes to relationships, I shut up. Like I shut down. I'm talkative, but at the same time, I'm not good at communicating. But I learned that. And it comes from, people. You have to be open about it. Because this is the thing, guys. You cannot really, be a better person, or let's just say you cannot be good at something if you are trying to limit yourself. If you're always kind of like, if someone gives you advice, or if someone is telling you or criticizing you, and if you're not open to kind of like humble enough to accept those criticism that it might be I'm like that, and you don't change, then you're gonna be forever like not a good communicator. And that's the reason sometimes I do this live stream, is because the the thing is, guys, I'm also trying to kind of like learn things. I've actually said this before. Like there's a lot of things in these 2 years of doing live stream, is that I learned a lot about myself that I didn't know if I didn't do live stream, if I didn't meet you guys, if I didn't see that you all have points, to explore. And the thing is, that is why conversation happens. And if you cannot kind of like, if you kind of observed, right? I like playing devil's advocate. But at the same time, if you disagree with me, I'm not gonna attack you. I'll let you tell your piece, I'll let you tell your, but it's gonna be a conversation back and forth. So, Ayan, body massage. See, and of course, Madam Mary Rose. How are you doing, Madam? I hope you're feeling better. Ayan, and of course, regards to Nansky. Diba? Ayan. And let's go back to the people. Okay. They avoid conflict by ignoring you, or they act nice, but they are showing their true feelings towards you. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't. I'm just reading. I'm not understanding the thing. Okay. They avoid conflict by ignoring you, or they act nice, but they are showing their true feelings towards you. So they show interest, but it's superficial, and on face value, it's not authentic. Is this for Japan, or it's for general? Because I've seen it's not just for Japan, but I've seen a lot of people do this. Superficial. And the thing is, that is one of the reasons I do have a hard time making friends, because a lot of people don't like confrontation, and I'm a very confrontational like, if I feel like, well, just say yes or no, stuff like that. Well, it doesn't have to be negative, it's just your feelings, stuff like that. When I'm stressed, I message you. See, guys, like, if you're stressed, I'm here. BFF, a little bit of exception because she's my BFF. But guys, if you're stressed, you want to say something, just remember, guys, if you say something, if you say an opinion in this live stream every Saturday, make sure to know how to accept the opinion of others as well. Don't be attacking people. Remember, this is personal growth of everyone. This is life journey for everyone. So don't attack people. Just kind of listen to what their opinions are. If you disagree with it, then disagree with it. Ginoon ganon. Are not showing the true feelings. Oh, okay. Are showing, yeah. Well, the thing is, it's like that, like, people hate confrontations. People are not comfortable with confrontation. And I think that's why I always tell this to people that I like, to people that I feel like I want to be friends with, because sometimes I can come as super strong. Like, I'll tell you what I want, I'll tell you what I feel. And the thing is, people are not comfortable with that, Jealousy in all forms. Jealousy is the most dangerous emotion. Exactly. Jealousy, envy means you have work to do on yourself, but yes, still don't give a damn. Yeah. Diba? Yes, guys, it could be very negative when you say something like, I don't give a shit, I don't care, like that. But the thing is, don't take it as negative. Sometimes it's just good to not give a shit, to not give you, to not care. Because the more you care, sometimes the more stress you have. So the don't care. Diba? Ayan, true. JJ, I've been ghosted by certain people in private, but in public, it's all rainbows. And oh my God, Felipe G, don't start about that. Don't start about that, I have my own stories to tell, diba? Devil's advocate, you are the devil. Oh my God, Lee, and I'm going to haunt you. Diba? Ayan. I see. You're not getting me. Okay, do you want to come up 100% true? Because sometimes you are more good communicator on cam than on chat. Okay, let's say that your hater is an introvert who lacks communication skills. This means that they hate you for the right reasons but are afraid to say it. Why do you hate me 100% true? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I am 100% getting deep. The thing is 100%. Like, for example, if I do have a hater, or I do have a basher, which most of my life is actually like that. I'm pretty much used to it. As long as you're not gonna touch me, or as long as you're not gonna do, like, unnecessary stuff, it's just, like, or is like, if someone, like, I don't know if what you're telling 100% true is real life, or kind of like, uh how do you call that, if situation. So if you want to come up, I am 100% true, let admin know. I am sorry, admin, ano daw? Sorry, admin, getting tricky. By the way, my six pack is showing. Ah, good job, Lee. Good job. I don't see you lately, Ayan. All right, I'll stop. And why? You and 100% truly, are you trying to, like, sabotage me or something? Okay, anyways, Ayan, in general, but Japanese are rife for it. What's rife? What's RIFE? Another word, diba? New word, guys. They think that ignoring or ghosting people is the best way to remove a problem, but in the real world, this sort of behavior leaves you isolated and alone. The thing is, I might just have to disagree with putting Japanese in this one. It's not just Japanese. It's just more common, maybe because I live in Japan, but I share my, like these people, superficial, pretentious, in different countries, different people. It's not just Japanese. It's just Japanese are pretty known for not confrontational. They like to give it peace. But the thing is, the word that is like, ghosting or ignoring people is the best way to remove a problem. It's not just Japanese. There's a lot of Filipinas, sorry fellow Filipinos, but there's a lot of Filipinos as well. There's a lot of Brazilians that I've met, people that I've met through all walks of life, that are like that. So, and jealousy is the most dangerous emotion. Really? What if it's an engine or motivator to achieving it? No, that's what I'm saying 100% true. Jealousy can be two ways. You can take jealousy as a negative and you can take jealousy as a positive. It's not just really one thing. Jealousy is bad, but it always depends on how you fuel that jealousy thing. Because everyone gets jealous. Everyone wants something that other people has. It's just what it is. We're human beings. But at the same time, it always depends on how you react on this jealous emotions. Ayan. And of course, kay Ma Wilman, kay Pinay Japan JK, ayan, to the community of Pinay Japan JK. Mega, 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 mega. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out to you guys. Konnichiwa. Ayan, diba? Ayan. And yes, admin, I'm preparing for your arrival. You need something nice to look at when you come to Japan. Talande, di ba? Lande-lande. Ayan. And thank you, Sisi Koy. Ayan. Thumbs up done, pretty. Ayan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ay, naiwan pala ako dun. Ayan. Ano ba? And ayun, thank you, Madam Wilma too. Ayan, and 100% true, yes, people kill for folk over jealousy, steal, rob, and abuse people. Yes, definitely. I'm a good listener. Oh, Amy, that's good. Yeah, because the thing is, you might not be a good communicator, but some people are good listener, and it would be nice if you can be both. Good listener and a good, well, communicator is like the same thing, right? You have to listen so that you can communicate. Diba? Can't wait to go and see you in Japan, Lee. Diba? Not going to lie, and I know that this is going to sound weird, but I don't give a shit. But you're the highlight of my day. Oh, 100%. So you don't hate me 100%. I thought you're telling me that you hate me. That would be sad if you hate me. I think, and of course, you're also the highlight of my day, 100% true, when you come to the stream. And you're not late today, so I appreciate that. 100% true. Thank you. And like at first, like this is the thing with you guys, at first, there's always going to be people that you don't understand, but at the same time, the more you communicate with them, the more you have a conversation with them, the more you can understand the person. And that's the thing, you just have to kind of like communicate. If you're not a good communicator, always start with, if I ever say something wrong, understand me, and let's just kind of sort it out. Try to have patience sometimes. Actually, that's one of the things that I learned throughout my live stream journey, is that I tolerate things more than before. Like there are certain things that if I would look back, maybe a year ago I cannot tolerate, and now I do tolerate for the sake of a good conversation. Ayan. I think, ayan, Japanese are awesome, polite, and kind, but they're always bad people. I find British people, my own nationality, annoying, too entitled. I think there's always going to be an entitled human being everywhere in the world. So that's the thing with them. And of course, to Nicole Ganda, mega, 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 mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out to you, Nicole. Ayan, thank you kay Pinay Japan. Maraming, maraming, maraming salamat, guys. Ayan. And prepare yourself, admin. You might faint. Oh, my God. Lee, what you gonna do with admin? Jesus. Jealousy is normal. Just don't overdo it. Yes, exactly. Like always have balance. Everything in life should always find balance. And that's kind of like what makes life kind of like interesting is you have to find balance in everything. Too much is always, not good. I don't know. Maybe it depends on people. Sometimes too much love is not good, supposedly, but it depends on who are you with. All I know is I respect people who can talk about their issues and problems like an adult. I have no time for people who feel they need to hide under rocks. Ooh, JJ, who are you talking with? Who are you talking to? And sorry, ICEE. My flirt game is rusty. Don't worry, Lee. It's fine. And the thing is, guys, I think I have this conversation because, like there are certain people or certain men and women who doesn't know how to flirt or doesn't kind of like know the game. And the thing is, just talk. Just don't overthink stuff. Just to be you. If they don't like you, it's their loss. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that if they don't like you, you're not gonna change. Find better ways. Like if you feel like this is what you like, or if some people tells you that this is your problem, or you're not good at this, or you're not good at that, try to have an open mind. You don't have to like agree at the moment because every one of us has ego. You don't have to agree at that moment, but just try to kind of like realize that, kind of like think about it, try to be open about it, and do your thing, do your own time. Accept the criticism if you think there's a point in that. You don't have to tell the other person, or you don't have to tell people that criticize you at the moment that they are right. You don't have to do that. It's just, like a thought. Like you just have to think about it, be open about it, and just be better. That's all you have to do, really. I'm not waiting to interrogate people into telling me what's bothering them or why they are feeling as they do. Ano daw? Well, sometimes I do that, like, because, like, especially if I care about a person or like I feel like, I kind of like this person is important to me. I have to ask. Like that's why that's why I said, guys, I'm very confrontational. I feel if there's something wrong, sometimes I'll ask. Or at the same time, if I feel like they're the type of person who just don't like confrontation at all, I let them tell me when the time comes that they feel comfortable telling me things. Just the thing that I do with you guys, like you can always come here every Saturday, tell me your stresses and stuff like that. Let's talk about it. Be anonymous if you want, stuff like that. It's just the same thing, guys. I'm just listening to what you want to say. Agree. Ayan. I should charge 100 yen per word definition. What? I don't get it. Ayan. Agree. Ayan. Diba? My flirting best line. Hey, what time is it? Then they tell me and I stare awkward. Creepy. Sorry, Lee. Ayan. Just jokingly, okay? Don't take me seriously, Key. Ayan. If they don't like you, it's their loss. What if she's the only girl he had his eyes on? Oh, that's kind of like hard, isn't it? That is gonna be hard, 100% true. Because, like, there are situations like, like there are things in life that even though you feel like this is the person for you, but if it's not the right situation, it's not the right timing, it's not those things, then you'll just have to let it go. Maybe in another life, maybe in another situation, maybe in others, like, I don't know, but you have to kind of like, you have to let yourself, you cannot let yourself be limited just because it cannot be reciprocated or things like that. You have to kind of like, that's why we have this moving on stuff. If you can put that girl in, like, if you're okay to be friends with that person, or like, just be friends, and who knows, but at the same time, don't limit yourself just because you had your eyes on that particular girl, and you're not gonna look for other stuff because you're limiting yourself when it's like that. Ano daw? Pichi-pichi! Ano? Pichi-pichi! Your dream student. Hello. O, di ba? Ayan. Sounds like a scene from Bridget Jones. 100%. Is it? I don't remember the movie anymore. Ayan. I defined rife or reef. Am I pronouncing it correctly, guys? Rife means too much, overtaken, or infected. Still in English teacher mode. Yeah, I get that, Lee. Ayan. Diba? I'm only joking to ICEE. No worries. Ayan. Good job. Good job. But ICEE, what if I had a crush on a married Japanese woman? Well, if that's a crush, then there's really nothing wrong with that. It's a crush. Crush is something like, how do you call that? Admiration for someone. Yes, I was slapped a few times by ICEE for having tunnel. Don't have to say that, JJ. Now people won't talk to me anymore. Ayan. But the thing is, sometimes, because the thing is, guys, there are certain people, they want to be friends with people that, like you've said, guys, superficial, right? There are people who want to have friends, and they just want these friends to tell them what they like. But for me, I admire my friends if they tell me things that I don't see. I do admire, like, sometimes it will be, like, it could be offensive, but the thing is, that's why friends are friends. And the thing is, if you're friends and I'm a type of person, I'll tell you what I see. But I don't really care what you do. It's your life, not my life. I'm just saying it because I do care. But if you see it as attacking you, if you see it as I'm saying this because I'm being negative towards you, or I'm attacking you personally, then you don't treat me as a friend. Because why would you even think like that? And at the same time, I want you to be honest with me too, because I want to be better. So if I do something bad, or if I do something weird or not good, I want you to tell me that, because there are certain things in our lives that we don't see personally because we are clouded by our judgment. Izzy is telling 100 game on to be a player. 100. What do you mean? There you go again, Lee. Just because you're having fun, it doesn't mean you're a player. You're having fun. That's what you should do in your life. Fun. Oh, actually, talking about that, she just makes sermon. No, actually, Lee, I had this conversation like the last time. So so let's just say, like, how do you call that? There are certain persons that they're looking for serious relationship. And these people are really not into the situation where they are or they have a serious relationship before. And now, because they're getting older, they want to have a serious relationship. So the thing is, when you're knowing somebody or when you're trying to know somebody, you cannot really tell the other person, or you cannot really have that 100%, that you and her or you and him will be together forever, you know. And the thing that complicates relationships sometimes is because you're putting pressure to each other, because you want a relationship, a serious relationship. You forget or you forget how to enjoy each other's company because you're thinking too much. And I think this is one of the conversations that I'm having. I get it, you want a serious relationship. And sometimes you will get a person that doesn't is not looking for that, but they like you. They want to have fun with you. They want to, like they want to know you more. But because you're so focused on having a serious relationship, you're missing the point. You're missing probably the girl or the boy that would actually love you in the process. And it doesn't mean that you have to waste. You can have just a month with them. If it doesn't go, then go, break it up, but at least you had fun. And that's what I'm saying, fun. It's not fun per se to be a player. Just have fun being with another person. Enjoy the moment, type of thing. Don't put words into my mouth about being a player or something. It's enjoying life, enjoying other people's company, you know, knowing somebody, stuff like that. Wait, isn't playing and having fun the same thing? Well, it depends. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not a player. I've always been in a, like, like, well, I cannot say that, but, I've never really had, like real, like play, like one, all at the same time. It's not like that. But when you say something like, every relationship, you have to grow into that relationship. But if you're so focused on, I want this, I want this, I want this, then you're forgetting how to enjoy and how to kind of like grow with the person, and that's kind of like not a good thing. Ayan, you set me straight that what friends do. I appreciate it. Oh, JJ, you too. I don't feel it, JJ. There you go. Don't be triggered. JJ, don't be triggered, okay? I'm joking. I always forgot to tell JJ. I'm joking, JJ, okay? Joking. And to Rian BFF, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, I already preach it, sister. Which one? Which one did I say? And 100, be a player, spin those plates, be aloof. Statistically, there are more women than men, except for China. I, yeah, the thing is, hey, I do want a serious relationship. All people do. Exactly. All people do want a serious relationship, but focusing on that and, like not having a wonderful time with the person, like, like that is not a good thing. But you get to a point where a short term relationship is a waste of time for me. Yes, of course, because, age and, time is also important in that matter. Let's just be real. Rather enjoy friends and hobbies. And I was kidding. Triggered. About just have fun and enjoy the person. Yes, exactly. Like if a person likes you, and you spend time with them, you get to know them. Some people, and I've seen this multiple times in my not in my relationship, in people's relationship that I know of, sometimes they start with they're just, like having fun and now they're married, they have kids, they're happy. because they kind of like grow into that. They don't really put pressure in each other, they don't really have that expectation, but they just really want to know each other. And that's the thing, that's a very very nice thing to start with. But in life there's always going to be like, that's why you have to understand how to read people. You have to learn how to read each other, or read people, or your partner, or something like that. Me and my BFF, we always agree. Oh, guys, when Rian says BFF, that's moi, okay? That's me, only me. Agree to disagree. Love it that way. And I do appreciate you, BFF. What if the person has a hidden agenda for getting you the pleasure of having fun with them? Well, this is the thing, like if there's a hidden agenda, then that becomes this two people kind of like, it's their thing. Like it's either the person would know that there's a hidden agenda, and it's the person's reaction if he wants that or she wants that, and vice versa. And that's what it is. You can only control your part. You cannot control the other person's part. It's just you. That's why you have to kind of like be careful at the same time, be smart, and always kind of like have an accountability of what you're doing with your life. Kind of. You grow into each other. Yes, Deva. I like that. I really like that. And then it's your choice, 100% true, to do what you choose to do. Exactly. O, diba? Small and simple, like that. Although, I think you should date with purpose. Well, everyone has a date with purpose. Lee, you're trolling me, Lee. Okay, you're trolling me. We have this thing in the Philippines. It's not on the waist. It's like on the armpit. You're trolling me, Lee. Anyways, I we all it's either like a small purpose of having fun tonight. That's a purpose. A short purpose, or they're dating for a purpose of having a free meal. Everyone has a purpose. Dating someone always has a purpose, you guys. But you have goals, and now, okay, it's all good just enjoying a person, but you have goals in a relationship. You need to vet the person for that goal. Yes, fun is fun, but dating with purpose is better than wasting each other's time. I'm not trolling, just saying. And the thing is, Lee, I get it why you're saying this. Like, if you look yourself 10 years ago, are you saying the same thing that you're saying now? Probably not. Because you're in the point where you are stable enough, you are very kind of like, like ready to kind of like settle down. And I get why you're saying these things. So I do get that. If you are too fixated on finding the right one, you will find no one, sadly. Exactly. Oh, also, lately, because I just noticed that, like the people that I kind of like socialize right now, and, like my friends that I am, like not just on YouTube, but, in my personal life, they're kind of like, they're just starting, they're just starting to kind of like find themselves, and they're in this dating game, and I just find it really funny because it's like I'm like at the same time, because I have, like a collaboration with someone, and also it's kind of like there's a lot of people. And if you notice, I've been talking about this in my live stream for a couple of weeks now about dating. And the thing is, I had this conversation where, like, I don't understand what's the struggle. I'm saying, and I'm not saying this to mock. I'm not saying this to mock. I'm just trying to understand. Because before before you judge me on why I'm saying that, I'm gonna explain it, okay? Ayan. And I feel like you're saying that because of your age. Black gamer, I think we would all like to know why you still haven't found the one at your age. Yes, diba? That's kind of like, let's always kind of like the question. And that's the thing. That's why I've always tell people, if you're single and rather than thinking, why am I single? Or asking the wrong questions, analyze yourself. What am I doing wrong? Be open about the criticism. Be open about things that you probably is not comfortable with, like just trying to find the real you. Of course, no one is perfect, but dating just for fun is honestly a waste, but a symptom of our modern times, which I think you fortunately avoided. What? No, and this is the thing, you know. So, why am I saying about why am I having a hard time thinking about why dating is a struggle? And I know there's a certain point. Why is that? I get it, because there are a lot of people that would say that, there are certain things, like, for example, with Lee, there are certain factors that probably takes into place. Why is it struggling? But this was my thought process. Like, I actually had talked about this like last Thursday, and it's actually a good. I wish we actually did record the conversation, but we didn't. Hopefully, we kind of like talk about it more. But the thing is, I feel like because of the modern era, if that's what you kind of like want to blame it on, let's do explore that, Lee. If you wanna, like blame it on the modern era of the apps, dating apps. It's the same thing. Like there are certain situations where I feel like that's why I never had a struggle with dating, is because I always kind of like put myself out there if I want to date. I'm not really, I'm picky to a level, I'm picky to a point, and maybe I'm just lucky that I don't really have that struggle that other people have. And also, I'm a woman, which is another advantage of not having a struggle, because I think men has more struggles than women, I think, for the most part. Maybe, because I'm not a man, so I wouldn't know, but that's what I've heard. So, but at the same time, I think it's because you're not putting yourself out there for kind of like, maybe not for the right reason. I wouldn't say the right reasons, but I think it's either you're coming too hard, for the wrong reasons. You're overthinking about it too much rather than enjoying and exploring with people. It's more of like, you're so stuck with your ways that if it's not this, then I don't want it. Like people, like, this is what I'm triggered. Like, there's a lot of person out there, like, well, if this is the person that I'm gonna date, I'll just rather be alone, or something like that. It's like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. But if you come to think about it, you'll just have to be really real about what you want. And the thing is, if you don't have that reality check, you know and if you're not trying to be real with yourself, and you're not trying to be better for the person that you want to be with, then I think you're missing the point. And so if it's just dating for fun, then often it seems one person is or becomes more invested, and there's hurt down the road for that person. Okay, let's be clear with this, guys, okay? Let's be clear this, because you're over exaggerating when I say have fun. Guys, I think there's a misconception of the use of the word of having fun. When I say having fun, it doesn't mean like fuck people right, left, right. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is right now, I hope some of you listening to this conversation are having fun. That's what I'm saying. Just enjoying life, enjoying some person's company. Like if you're on a date, you know, you're not going to marry him after you eat on a date, but you're having fun, you know, and hopefully that fun turns into something else. But the thing is, I feel like a lot of people, like they have this misconception of like, if I'm gonna date this person, we're gonna be forever and ever. Amen. No, it takes a lot of work. If you wanna earn someone, if you like this person, you know, and if you really want a purpose, you have to work for it. Now, if the other person doesn't feel the same way, then work for it. Make her or him, see you as someone potential for a serious relationship. And this is what I think a lot of people doesn't get, you know. Now, if you're putting the hard work over there, if you're putting your best self to a person, then if she or he doesn't see it, then that's the time you have to move on. Get what I'm saying now, guys? Or do I have to explain it more? Oh, Philippine G, this is not, I'm not angry, Philippine G. I'm just saying because I think when I say fun, there's a lot of people in my live stream that feels and kind of over exaggerate or kind of like misunderstand when I say fun. And just kind of want to put it out there. And I see this think that you should do this channel justice by interviewing Lee. Oh my God, we will do that, Ayan. There's part two, guys, of that. Ayan, I think I have a lot of relationship, but depends on many factors. Your area, your body, wealth, and compound it with modern times. And JJ, I'm 43. When in Japan, I met many women. Through friends in parties. Now I have a choice between five of them. See, I actually very very proud of you, JJ. I'm very very proud of you. And all of them being 30 and under. One was even 23 years old. You just have to go out and have fun. Rich men don't have struggles. True that. I think 100% true. I would probably agree with that. And yes, I am responsible for my own choices, but I'm not worried really. Just saying my opinion of what dating world is like. I'm not overthinking. I'm just saying yes. Good job, Lee. It's about being confident in yourself and just let yourself go. Not in a bad way, okay? And and JJ, but you're 43 years old having fun at the age of 43. 100% true. I just explained what fun means, okay? No age limit for having fun. Yes, enjoy life. Smile, have fun. It doesn't mean play around. Don't take your life seriously or something like it's not what I'm saying. I'm 43 years old. My career came first. Stability comes first. Avoid COVID stole 3 years. In the end, I'm happy. I'll find someone. I'm not worried. Yes, people, there's a lot of people that I know personally that actually find their true love at 50 or 60. You know? Yes, roaming true. I went on a date recently. She was okay, but got not expectations really. But just to repeat, there are real issues with dating. Yes, personal responsibility is key, but sometimes, see, there's no sometimes. Just take it as what it is and figure it out for yourself. No but, no excuses, just accountability. Enjoy it, have fun, put yourself out there, if And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be translated wrongly again when I say put yourself out there. But Felipe. Ayan. So it's all about timing. Sometimes you meet people at the wrong time. Yes. Actually, guys, before I even get to other people, the thing is, guys, this is one thing that I think I really believe in. Sometimes you meet people and you would love them. You would love them so much, but it's the wrong time. There's things like that. So the thing is, for me, love is when it is the right time. There's always timing. So, yeah, I really kind of think of like that. If it's a wrong timing, then it's really not for you. So I think you'll just have to kind of like understand that and kind of accept it is what it is and kind of move on and have fun. Enjoy, not have fun. Enjoy life. Ganon. Doesn't work. I know one guy been single for 6 years. Great guy. 10 years ago, he'd be married. Modern times. And I know. Rich men have troubles when they marry and the woman wants a divorce. You know what, guys? If I'm a man and I'm a billionaire or I like I wouldn't marry. It it feels like like a disaster or some sort that's gonna be like waiting to happen or something like that. So like exactly, Romy. Real wives are rare. Well, you'll just have to look for them. They're out there. There is a time limit. If you want children, family, well, you should have think about that 10 years ago. Having fun can't be the goal all the time, as in geriatric pregnancy. What if it's the wrong time in the country that you are? Maybe you'll get luckier when you travel to a different country. Yes, and the thing is, like there's a lot of like people actually right now. That's why I think like actually 100% true. You're actually the person that I kind of think of when we talked about social media and what's the good and bad of it that I never really think about explaining. But you actually explained something about like social media is not really that bad if you think about it. Like there are a lot of people, especially a lot of people that I know of that are happily married, they're together, and it's because of internet, of social media, and they find love in there because like the other person is living half across a mile way from and the thing is you'll just really have to kind of like understand what you really want, but at the same time, be realistic about it. That's the key. Be realistic about it. Like you can dream big, but if you're not doing something to make that dream a reality, then that's kind of like where you know, the the miss or like that's what you're kind of like need to do. Ano daw? Yeah. Travel is definitely needed. Do not limit yourself to where you are. Yes. And the thing is, I've always tell this to people. I know there are certain people out there that are probably not gonna have the advantage of kind of like have the advantage to travel. But if you have an opportunity to travel and see places, to talk to people, that's why I told you this, guys. That's why I've been, like encouraging everyone to speak English is because that's kind of like the universal kind of language. So you can actually meet people, it could be like, like a community. Who knows, maybe down the road there's going to be people that would meet in this live stream that will be a couple in the next years from now. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that could happen. And 100, go to a traditional country. Ayan, Western countries are robust. The women are men and the men are women. Get out before it's too late. And if you find her, don't bring her back. But work on yourself first, la. Ayan. And Nick, konnichiwa. Ayan. So before we get more onto this topic, guys, ayan, let's do a quick commercial break. But please, guys, don't go anywhere, wait for me to come back and tell me more about your struggles, your progress, questions, and let's talk about it. And if you want to come up, let me know. I'll give you the link to talk with me on screen. So just let me know, let admin know. So let's take a commercial break, and please do love these people. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
Wow! Congratulations! Wow! Congratulations! Wow! Congratulations!
we're back, ayan. And of course, ayan, before anything else, guys, please welcome back, ayan. You can try to ask him your question personally. And if you wanna come up, even if gusto nyo mag-Tagalog, I'll translate it for the people in the live stream and of course for the people that would come up tonight. So don't be shy to come up even if you want to speak in Tagalog. I'll translate it for ya. And of course, before I even introduce this a very, very, very hot person, I know he's watching. He's trying to like, wow, my light na siya. Oh, there's a lighting, diba? Let me, like take a quick, make him set it up for a bit. But before that, ayan, let's I see. What would you do if a couple met in the chats because of your channel and didn't invite you to their wedding? It's fine. It's their wedding, not mine. So they can invite whoever they want to invite. If I'm not invited, I won't take it personally. Ayan. And of course, a friendly argument. I told you, Lee, it's not an argument. It's a discussion. Take it out of your head. Okay, lad? Don't take it as an argument. Ayan. And of course, please welcome Ayan, the one and only. I'm not presentable. You are always presentable, JJ. I am pleased welcome the one and only Lee Romaine Rage.
Hey guys.
The
Yeah,
He's
I know my views and my comments are shocking maybe to some people, but I just like the discussion.
Oh,
I like the
we
discussion.
do get no, we do get to you, Lee. We do get to you. You're in that age where you really, really wanted to be stable, and you kind of like putting it out there that you're in for a serious relationship. So, guys, if you're single, women, single ladies in the house, guys, he's looking for a serious relationship. So, if you want a serious relationship, Ayan, his Facebook. Ask me for his Facebook. It's my pleasure to give you his Facebook, guys. I need to shave
Whoa.
my hair first. Ayan. Uh, so, anyways, what's your point, Lee? Ayan. No. The
Um,
thing is, let's start with this, Lee. The thing is, I do understand where you're coming from. And I do
mm,
get it that there's really like, I think I've been in a point as well of my life where I kind of like, where is the six pack, Lee? There you
I'm
go.
not gonna put it on live, but well, I'm beginning to get
Show
the views.
it up. Show it up.
The camera's bust. What? Something's happened to the camera. Oh crap! You missed it. You missed it. Never mind. Next time.
PM. PM is the key. PM is the key, guys. So, anyways,
You put me on the
his
spot,
intro song
Isaac.
should be I Need a Girl. I Need a Girl. How do you sing? Do you know that from Puff Diddy or P. Diddy? I Need a Girl. That's probably your intro song. I,
Who was it? Yeah, I think I know who he means. That's a good song, actually. It's a good song.
that's they said that's probably supposedly that's your song.
I mean,
Anyway, so
I
I
don't
have a
know why.
question. I have
For
a
me,
question for you, Lee. I have a
okay, okay.
question for you, Lee. Okay.
Mm,
So the thing is, you are always presenting, and the thing is, it could be a good thing that you're presenting yourself that you really want a serious relationship, so you can actually attract people or girls that wanted to be in a serious relationship. But because we've been talking about your dating life and stuff like that, and I
mm.
feel like you feel sometimes feel attacked by all of us because of your weird perspective into dating.
Weird.
Yeah. So, anyways, Ayan. But the thing is, on those conversations, have you ever opened up your mind in situations where maybe I should do this or maybe I should not do this? Is there anything that kind of like stand out from the conversations this live stream has brought you?
Um, to be honest, no. Uh, I think that maybe my point of view is subjective, or maybe it's not as common, but I think it's still very valid. I think maybe it's because people haven't seen it that way. They think, like it's not something that's possible, or maybe I'm incorrect. But I think that the experiences I've gone through and the experiences I was saying, and my opinion, it has happened to people that I know, and I think we should listen to both sides. I think that's my kind of view of it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know what you guys were saying. Like you know, work on yourself and look and put yourself out there and stuff. But I know some people that do that for years and go on dates and stuff like that, and they just don't. I know one guy who he's a little bit older than me, but he's very short. Short. He's shorter than me. I think he's 5'2", and he just can't find a girl. He just can't find. He just can't get a girl. It's really. I feel really bad for him because he's such a good guy. So I think there is things that we cannot deny. There is troubles that men have when dating. I think that we've got to look at and expose rather than saying it's your fault. You should do this. You should do that. Sometimes you just
No, but the
can't.
thing is, actually, to cut you off, there's actually like a real factor when it comes to, like, like being short as a
Yeah.
lad. And but the thing is, this is what I'm saying. And we had this conversation that there are certain people, like, if you know you're short as a lad, you'll have kind of like, it's a minus thing, right? Minus, minus, minus. So woman likes to laugh, you know. So basically character can be a factor. Like, I actually opened this up. Like, I do have my certain, like, this is what I think is handsome for me, is this is my preference, right? I do have that. But at the same time, I feel like Marilyn Manson is hot as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Ugh.
See, exactly. So, and I think it's because of his character, you
Okay.
know? So, those are the things that, like, little things that I feel like, some men kind of like, just because you're discriminated or you're looked down upon one thing,
Mm.
I know it's kind of like a thing. Is with girls is the same time. With girls, if you're fat, sometimes you're gonna have less, less attention and stuff like that. And I know
Yeah.
you're gonna tell me it's different, but I'm saying different struggles, different situations, but the same thing in the end.
Uh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, both parties want the same goal, right? They want to get together. But if those requirements don't match, or if they're out of sync, then it's not going to happen. So, like you said, Marilyn Manson. Yes, he's a weird ass looking guy, but he's got status, which girls like. He's got money, which women like. He's quite tall. He's very tall as well. Very tall man.
But the thing is, it's like I'm just saying that because that's pretty known. Like, if I'm gonna tell you, like, back when I was in high school, there's this guy. So basically, you'll be like, "Who's guy?" You don't know, but
Mm,
there's this one guy. I've always kind of like feel attracted to him because he's a nerd, and I just find him adorable. But
mm.
in my preference, in what my preference of handsome dude, he's not nowhere near that. But his character is what attracts me to him. The
Yeah.
way he talks to me, the way he looks at me, the way he treats me, and that's
Mm,
why I'm drawn to him. So those are the things that I feel like some dude don't find. They don't focus on that, and I think
yeah.
girls can find it very, yeah. So before, hold that thought, Lee, because we have another one. Ayan, of course. Ayan, please welcome back. Ayan, our 100% true.
Hey, 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 everyone.
Hey.
There you go.
Hey,
100% true. How are you doing?
hey guys, how you doing? Hey Lee, how you
Hey,
doing?
what's up? Long time, man.
Long time, long
Maybe I should
time.
be in the center of you guys. There we
Yes.
go.
Love your bodyguards.
So we like, so I see you like your bodyguards, me and Lee, protecting you.
Yay, yay. But what do you think? Because you were saying earlier, like you were saying Black Gamer Romero, this dude has a lovable personality. No homos to
No
him.
homo. I agree. Yeah, he does. He knows how to speak. He's a
Who?
brother who presents himself well, and he's a person who knows how to speak to people respectfully. Who doesn't like that? So so far so good. I really have nothing but positive things to say about the brother.
Who? Me?
Yes,
Who? No, no,
Oh,
no.
right.
The
I
person
was like,
in
who are
the
you
back.
talking about? Who's this gentleman?
Maybe I don't know, 100% true. Maybe you should come to Japan, you know,
absolutely,
take
One
him
second,
out
sorry.
absolutely.
there,
Yes,
take
yes,
him out there, and then show
yes,
him the positive mentality of stuff. Maybe that's what you should do. 100%
absolutely. I think at some point, all of us should have a get together and just have lunch. But in the future, not now. It's
In the
something that I'd really look
future.
forward to. Spending my time in the chats with everyone is really the best. One of the best times of my weekend. You know, yeah, that's really all I have to say.
Um,
true.
I always wanted to ask you 100. How did you meet ICEE? How did you get in contact with ICEE?
I don't know. I
Stream.
was messing around.
Just messing
This
around.
was back in this was back in South Africa.
Ah, okay.
And I was looking to move to Asia, and one of my options was Japan, South Korea, China, just Asia in general,
Yeah.
to pursue my English teaching career. And I was just messing around on the internet, and that's how I met ICEE. And we started talking, and then from there it progressed, and here we are now.
Here we are.
Yes,
Nice.
And that's the thing, and that's what I'm saying is like social media can be very negative, but if you see it in a different light, the same as dating, the same as, like I know it's overused word, be positive. But the thing is, that's why, like I hate saying be positive because, like there's more context to be said. When you
yes,
say something, be positive, you have to explain why, you know,
yes,
why? Why do you have
absolutely.
to be
Because
positive?
so many things, because may say something, but it could be.
100% true. You're still there.
That Korean internet isn't as strong.
It's not
What's
as
happening, man?
strong. Well, at least he's still handsome. Right? Okay, there you go.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, we were cut off. 100. You have to start from the very beginning. Ah.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. So what I was saying is that
Okay, start from the very beginning.
a lot of the times you end up having to. Yes. So what I was saying is that a lot of the times you have to explain yourself because we as people have certain things have different meaning for certain people. So you may say something and the person can either view it in a positive light or may find offense to it. So because it's interpreted differently by different people. So sometimes that's the reason why we need to explain certain things to people and say, hey, I didn't mean it that way. I understand that you understand it this way, but this is what I meant. This is where I was coming from. It wasn't meant to hurt you. Or if indeed, or maybe you'd find yourself in an awkward situation where you actually meant to offend the person and the person takes it in a positive way. So sometimes
Yeah.
I think that I think sometimes that's the reason for that's the reason why you need to explain yourself sometimes.
So there's something like, so JJ was saying it's not weird. It's how I used to feel too, but I realized and was told by a few girls I know, just focus on the moment and not treat every date as an interview for marriage. Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
well,
What
they
would
they
you
sound
say
they
about
sound
that?
like boring girls. They sound like they don't have any conversation to me, in my opinion. If they're like that,
Yes.
but that's me.
Yes.
And the thing is, what I think I like about, like Lee, like you may come off like, even like back in the day, like before, before I ever heard of this weird stuff that he would say sometimes. Like the thing is, I know where he comes from, and the thing is, he's very like, he's not the type of person like he would disagree with you, but at the same time he wouldn't take it as like an, like he wouldn't hate you for whatever you're saying. He may come strong, but he would, and that's the thing, it's like a good step, to understand girls, because you have to understand girls can be very different. Like
Yes.
sometimes if you want to be in a serious relationship, Lee, you have to understand woman is right all the time. You'll just
Yes.
have to go with it. You don't want argument? Just say yes. So how about,
No way,
okay?
no.
Well, we'll see. Like if you get to marry someone, we'll see 10 years on the marriage. Let's see what it
What?
sounds like.
Lee, I think you should take this thing seriously. I think
Mm.
IC observed you and made an assessment of your character that you're probably not aware of, and you could use that to your advantage to get girls. You know,
What do you mean? Like I have to say yes to everything. Yes, master. Sure, master. I'll lick your bum, master.
No, no,
Oh,
no. Don't
whatever.
call me master. Call me goddess.
no, no, no.
No, just joking. Just joking.
Well, well, like how about you use it as a strategy? Yes,
I
again,
mean,
yes, master. But as the relationship progresses, slowly introduce her, slowly let her know, the kind of person you are. Because if you reveal yourself in the beginning, it may come off as a bit too strong, and it may turn off, the girl. Maybe if you were gradual about it, and build yourself up in the relationship, and you slowly revealed yourself, maybe that would work. How about that?
um,
He's having hard time.
look. I think, like as I said, I'm old now. I'm middle aged,
Yeah.
and I've had a lot of dates. I've had a lot of dates, and my experience is, if a girl likes you, she likes you. Like there's no, you can have, you can say you can have game, and you can try and convince her that that you're charming and all this stuff, but if attraction's not there, it's not there. If she doesn't attracted to you, then whatever you say is not going to happen. So in
but
my
but
experience, like,
but
sorry, in my experience, if she likes you, then she's going to let you know. So I think, be treat her like a goddess. That's what you said. I don't know.
but
Okay, go
Lee,
on.
Lee,
Alfred.
listen, Lee. Remember with Icy's previous comment, she said that girls have what did Icy say? Girls have options. So when a girl has options, right? Let's say that there's a girl that you like, right? And if you like her, there's probably, let's say, five other people who like her as well. And these five other people are competing for her attention. They're doing whatever they can to get to her. So if you're not positioning yourself, or if you're not putting in the same amount of energy in trying to get her, she could easily say that, you know what, why should I go for him when the other guy is calling me constantly, and
Exactly.
go the
Exactly.
extra mile for my birthday date and so forth and so on. So like at the end, at the end, Lee, it's the hard truth. Unless you're a millionaire,
Yeah.
unless you're a millionaire, and or unless you're a celebrity or a well-known person, in Japan, like I don't know, but until that happens, you really are gonna have to start at the bottom, like all of us, essentially.
Well, I mean, yeah. Look, dating is unfortunately now it's competitive, um, and you have to,
It's
stand out
always
from the
been
rest.
competitive.
I
I
mean, yeah,
This is the
yeah,
thing with me. I feel like dating has always been competitive by itself. Because even
Yes.
though like women has always have the options because women could have it easy. Because guys are always going to be the kind of like the pursuing, right? To pursue someone, right? Which I always find weird itself because if I like somebody I would say it like I like you you like me or you don't like me, okay, bye bye. Something like that, just to put it out there, so that's one of the things. And but I've always feel like it's always been competitive, and the thing is it's almost like a hunt to be the best of everyone, you know like I have to be the best that you've ever had, so
okay.
I
But
can pick you.
sorry. I say sorry.
So the
Interesting.
question is for you, Lee. So
Uh,
whatever, like what Rad was saying and what I am saying, have you ever felt you put an extra effort to date somebody where you feel like I have to compete, I have to be better than everyone else? Or do you're always the type of person of like, well, if she doesn't like me and it didn't work out, well then next time. Who are you?
I think
Who are
when I was younger, I mean, that's a very nuanced. It's not a simple answer I can give. I'm not A or B. It's kind of it depends on the person and who I'm dating and who I'm talking to. And I think maybe when I was younger, I was a bit more shy, I guess, and tried to put my best foot forward. But at the same time, this is a two-way thing. I can't be. I think like it's two-sided. She's got to also give something, give conversation. Make it a pleasant experience, just as much as a guy is trying to make it a pleasant experience. And that's how I felt. I felt like if she's not reciprocating in this date, then I think, you know what? Well, why waste time then? So for me, it's gauging the feeling of the person. Like if she's on her phone all the time or something like that, or she's just the conversation's dead. Then you think, well, this is kind of a gauge for the future. It's not really going to work. I remember met one girl. We talked online for ages, and online it was great. And like, oh, and I was in England then, and I came to Japan, and I met her in Japan, and she was just so rude. She was just when I met her in person, so rude. And I went to her house as well, and I cooked for her, and she was just in a bad mood. And maybe it was just the day or something, but I mean, I tried to give her a chance, but it's like this is the first meeting. Like if you're gonna be like this, and like I've come all this way and put in this effort, and you're gonna act like this, why should I give another chance? So I think it depends. That's a difficult thing. I will put my best foot forward if they meet me halfway. I think that's my answer. If you want, if
Oh,
answer that.
Okay. And
so
Lee,
before I have a
um,
question about that, and
that
also I know we have a
so
question 100% true, but let's go to the live chat. So JJ was saying the hardest truth is the girl decides be at your best, be yourself, and just enjoy the time you spend with them. And don't ask if they want kids, do they plan to marry? People grow together. If they meet you more than once and enjoy your company, then you are winning already. I I would agree with that. And to Janice Bombasi, konnichiwa. Ayan, thank you, thank you. If the conversation dies, then find. That's what I'm supposed to say. So, how about you, Rad? Your question. Do you have something to say about that? Ed,
Okay, I have
Eddie.
one question for Lee. Actually, two. Yes. The first one is I think I think Lee has the game, if we can call it that way. I think Lee has the game messed up, you know, because I believe
Experience,
that
lad.
a girl should meet.
Failing many times.
Okay, but I feel like a girl should only meet you halfway if you have attained a certain level of status. Um, you know, like the example that I made previously, that if you're a rich guy, then she will have to make, you know, equal effort in getting to know you because you have something tangible to offer. But if you're an average guy, and there are many average guys on social media who are sending her inboxes and, you know, texting her, it's not equal. You are unfortunately gonna have to put in more effort. That's the hard truth. That's what most of us average dudes go through. You know, that's number one. Number two is the girl that you met on the on the internet. My question is, yes, I get that the first impression was bad, but after that, did you give her another chance? Did you meet her again? Like I get that, you know, your first impression must be a good impression, but what if you on your side had unrealistic expectations of what the girl should have been like, you know? What if what if what if you played up a movie, you know?
He's cringing ready because it's true.
what if what if what if you actually played a what's the word, had a romantic euphoria of the girl. What if you had the meeting in your mind of what you hoped it to be like before you actually met the person? What if it's actually your fault for scenario that you thought would be ideal? What if, you know? But I'm not blaming you. Yes, she's wrong for that way on the first date. Yes, but what if behind all of that she's actually a good person? That's all I'm asking. Okay, finished.
I like that point.
I mean, we can play what ifs forever, but I mean, I think I gave enough chances that night. There was so many things that went wrong that night. So I mean, um, no, I don't think I could give
No, and
a
also
chance at all.
I want to add with what Rudy was saying is like, I know it might come off because some people, when we say criticism, like some people wouldn't really take it as, like as good. You'll feel attacked but the thing is, this is what I'm trying to tell or kind of like say, not just with you, Lee, but even to myself and even to the live stream. I always say this, like rather than, like blaming the situation, it's kind of like difficult, this is a wrong vibe or something. How about try to understand what you are doing that making it bad? No,
What?
rather than looking for situations. No, but just kind of like, because you're saying it, when I say it, it's always like triggered you, like, what? That means you never thought about it, which makes me think like maybe next time just try to look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's not it's not saying that that's what is wrong, but I'm just saying, like, there are people out there that always complains about what is the situation is, but never really think about what are they putting into, or like what are they doing, like in themselves, like what they're doing in
Yes, yes.
yourself,
I see.
not the other people, not the situation. You know what I'm saying, Radi?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
I see. I think maybe we should give him. I think we're not understanding what the kind of impact or the kind of, effect that she had on him. Maybe he should explain. Maybe he should explain with more depth. Because when she cooked for her and she was in a bad mood, it makes it seem like those are petty things. Perhaps for you it was,
Uh,
but a bit deeper. Maybe
Yeah,
you
I mean,
should
yeah, I guess.
explain to us so that we can you went through on that day.
Uh, yeah, it was just very disappointing. It was just a very because I don't know if do you want the details. I mean, I met her. She was obviously
Okay.
different. She was different from the pictures that I saw. She was different, not in a good way. And but I still liked her. I thought, okay, cool. Went to her house and talking to her a bit more. She kept talking about her ex all the time and all this stuff. So I cooked for her. She didn't talk to me at all. I was trying to make conversation, just wouldn't talk. And I was just like, what's wrong with you? And then she was looking at my cooking and she was like, oh, you need to put the ginger in here. You said you could cook it, blah, blah, blah. And I was
Was
just
she
like,
English? Was she?
she was Jamaican.
Was
She was
she?
Jamaican.
But wait, was she?
Oh,
Was she? Oh, Jamaican.
Yeah, she was Jamaican. And
Oh,
Jamaican
she's
girls are quite hard
Jamaican
anyway. I know
in
that.
Japan.
Yeah, in Japan, yeah. And
Oh, okay.
and she, yeah, just as the night went on, I thought, okay, I'm just, give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she had a bad day. Okay. Okay, you want to know the details now. Now, okay, we decided to go to bed. So we went to bed. You know,
the kinky stuff.
things are happening, right? And then the worst thing you can say to a guy when he's getting into the motions, you need to calm down. I'm like, what? I was like, okay, fine. Okay, fine. You don't want anything. And then she asked me, she said, Lee, do you have AIDS? And I was like, what? Well, how can you ask someone in the middle of coitus that you got AIDS? It just put me off. That was the point. I thought, I'm done. I'm totally done. Forget this. Like in the morning, I'm just gonna tell her why, and I'm out. and I tried to, in the morning, I calmed down a bit, and then I told her like
Yeah.
what I thought, and but then she made it worse. She was like, "I thought you could handle me, like I thought you could, I was like, I don't have to handle nothing. What are you talking about? Like, you know what? Forget this. Bye." And she's like, "But you don't want to be my. I want a boyfriend." I was like, "Well, you screwed this one up." I just left.
But the thing is, see, so that's the thing, and it's
Oh,
almost like that part is almost
yeah.
like this is the dating time. It's like not dating. All the dates you're gonna have is good, but that's kind of like, yeah, that's a good thing. Well, that's kind of like, well, like for example, JJ was saying, okay, if someone is talking about their ex, then just walk away. Their head is
I was
still in
sleeping at a house, man. I had nowhere to go.
Yes, they are not ready to move on. And I do actually believe that. Like if a person is talking a lot about their ex, get out of there if you don't want to be a rebound. Especially if you don't want to be the person who's going to be just, what rebound means?
Mm, yeah.
Right. So if you don't want to be in that, but if you want to be in a rebound relationship, then do that. That's good, but if you don't want that, then get out. And also, JJ was saying, you may have romanticized the situation. We all do this. We make people into something that they are not. And best thing is to not have high expectations. In the
Yeah,
dates
I
I
mean,
went on, I
oh,
didn't
sorry.
class as dates, and it removes the pressure. And this is what I'm saying about having fun. No pressure, just enjoying the moments. Like
Yeah.
first date, you're gonna be like, oh, you want to get married? Is like, who in their right mind would really want the conversation on your first dates to be
I
like
think that
marriage?
should happen. I think
It no,
that should
it
happen.
should happen after a while of seeing a person, not on their first dates.
Why
Not
not?
on their first dates.
Why not?
And
Why not? Why not? Why not?
No.
because it's almost keeping the vibe, because it can gives you two ways. One way is like a woman, and this is for I don't know you women in the live chat, but like express your opinions about this. But as a woman, if someone tells me on the first date, I want to marry you, I want to get married, I would think of you as a player. Ah, yeah, right. I don't like that. It depends on the woman. And also, there's
Mm,
also women that because you've said that, then they would get hold of you because you want a serious relationship. Now, at the moment, like in the middle of your going out or your dating time, you find this woman, I don't like you. And then this woman would take that against you. But you told me you want to get married. You want a serious relationship. I'm serious with you. Then you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? You
mm.
can take it as two things. So that's what I'm saying. Just don't overthink. Just kind of
I mean,
enjoy.
just to make clear, I don't do that on dates. If anyone assumes that I do that on dates, yo, hey girl, you want to get married? I would never do that. But I think there's other ways to find that out. There's other ways to ask questions about their intentions and stuff. But I mean, I think it's important if knowing your goals, what you want. Like, if do you want short term? Do you want long term? Do you want marriage? And I think you've got to ask certain questions to find that out. And then you can determine if you should go forward or not. But asking directly, obviously, yeah, that's just that's just
So
dumb.
I see the greening thing ready. What do you think? Okay. You have like a question mark
I
on your
think,
face. But what was it?
I think, I think, I think it is response of the girl. If she says, "Why are you asking me about marriage?" Immediately change the topic. But if she says, "Wow, I love the dresser, and I actually saw this channel on TV, this wedding couple," then I think it'd be okay. So my response to that is, it's not all bad, but it's also not always a good thing. But preferably, don't speak about marriage on the first date. Preferably, that's my opinion on it.
Hey, I have a controversial opinion.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
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 And
Okay.
like we started with saying that we should listen to the woman. We have to kind of follow the woman's dance and all this stuff. To
Yeah.
to uh, to get the prize. But I think men are the prize, not the women. I think it's women that
You
should make
are
the play.
watching too much of this. I don't even want to say
So,
this because I don't want to cover it on my live stream, but I feel
I'm
like
just
you're
saying. I'm just saying.
watching too
so,
much.
so, so
You're
Lee,
watching too much of
yeah, right.
this.
Sorry, ICEE. I'm sorry.
So Lee, if with that logic, if you do decide to get married, are you saying that are you saying that you expect your woman to bow down to you when she proposes? I mean, who should do the proposing?
No, I think not like that. That sounds so misogynistic. I mean,
You said that.
what you said was misandrist. It's like saying, well, I'm higher. So this different things. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying men are the prize. And I know I got that probably off online somewhere.
So this is my so
Well,
that's your
here's my
opinion.
thing.
That's your opinion, right?
Here's
So my opinion
here's
is
my opinion.
the
Okay,
prize
sorry.
is having a good relationship. It's not about
Absolutely.
who is the prize. Is it the man or it's not that. The prize is having a good relationship. That's the prize. And I think that's what most people actually
Absolutely.
don't understand. I'm worth it. Oh, you don't worth me. It's like, bitch,
Yes.
it doesn't work like that. So yeah, that's my.
Yes.
How about you, Ready?
Absolutely. I think the prize is the right partner for you. if you're someone who's willing to grow and willing to stay by your side, tough and just overall willing to make a great partner for you, and someone who the kind of person who would be by your bedside when you're sick. That's the prize. I think the whole topic of the prize is when a girl who hasn't anything to offer is being married by a rich man, then he's the prize. Okay. Or if a bum, a useless man who doesn't do anything is marrying who has everything, then she's the prize because he has nothing to offer. Okay. But if the both of you have things to offer and are willing to grow sustainably, and hope to stay together for forever up until the day you die, that's the prize. Ultimately, that's what we all want.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I agree with both of you. I think the relationship is the ultimate goal, right? But I think that's getting
prize.
rarer. Huh?
The prize is the relationship, good relationship. Yeah. Just want to put it out there, because I've always heard about this, like high value men, like trophy wife, or like high value woman, or like, how do you call that? Like a independent woman. It's like, like I'm a woman, and I don't kind of like, like, and I'm pretty sure there are things that I sometimes say that a lot of my own women or my fellow women wouldn't agree, right? But at the same time, as a woman, I feel like, we can be independent, but it doesn't mean we cannot rely on men. We are emotional human being, and just be realistic about it. At the end of the day, we like, smelling someone's armpit or something like that.
That's random as hell.
No, I'm just joking. No, like,
It's true. It's true. My exes were like that. They were weird things.
like,
Anyway,
it
sorry.
just popped up in my head because I was like watching something about like a woman who likes armpit smell. It just pops out in my head for whatever
That was
reason.
random.
So anyways, so that's the thing. It's like, at the end of the day, everyone wants to be with someone that would actually love them for who they are. And it's just being realistic about it. And JJ was saying, and Jensky vlog, mwah, 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 and Cici Koy, thank you sa inyo, John. It's two individuals getting to know each other. The only prize in this is gaining a friend and a partner who loves you, not
Yes.
a trophy.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's the ideal.
Absolutely. 100%.
That's the ideal.
Yes.
But I'm saying
There's a but
I'm saying that that's becoming more difficult these days. That's my whole kind of point of that. It's becoming
stop
difficult.
saying difficult. You're attracting the difficulty. Saying it's easy.
I think okay. Lee, I think oh sorry, were you about to say something? Sorry.
Go ahead, Radhi.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. Yes. I think the reason why it's difficult is people want to be loved as they are, So, but I think there's misunderstanding around being loved as you are doesn't mean that, being loved as you are means being loved for the things that you can't change about yourself. I can't change the fact that I look this way, but if I'm an asshole, then I do my behavior. If I eat food while my mouth is open and my partner doesn't like it, I'm off. I think
Uh-oh.
some people think
Radhi
that
doesn't
they believe. I think that some people believe that. I think some people believe that it's okay to be rude and that somebody will love them, as they are, and it's wrong. So I think that's where the problem comes in. The problem comes in when people are expect them to be loved without them really making any effort to meet their partner half. So I think that's where it comes in.
No, and also to add about that,
If I'm making sense.
it's also another word that I feel like overused is like love me for who I am. And then you kind of like take it as. But what I'm
Yes.
saying is like life is all about getting better. And the thing is, that's why I said
Yes,
growing together.
exactly.
Yeah. Like because
Exactly.
there are certain things that you are not aware that you do, and things that
Absolutely.
your partner
Yes.
would see. And for you
Yes.
to have this, a wonderful relationship, you have to actually meet in the
Yes.
middle, compromise,
Yes.
have a kind of
Yes.
like conversation. And I think that's why, like years, not years and years, but being in a relationship, I find that, like they would say sex, love, and trust, and blah, blah, blah is, the first thing. I feel like, communication is number one. If you don't have
Absolutely.
communication in a relationship, it all
Yeah.
goes, it's like it's
Down the
it's
hill.
it's not gonna be good.
Yes. Absolutely.
So yeah, number one for me now is communication. And then everything
Absolutely.
follows after that.
Absolutely. I think number one for me is, um, well, obviously I'm attracted to beautiful looking women. I
Yes,
think
number one, of course.
one, but one of the things that come with dating beautiful women is that they tend to, you know, behave as if they favor. I think number one for me is understanding that we are in this together. No one's doing it. I'm not desperate to be in a relationship. If you feel like you can better, be my guest, you can leave. But I'm not gonna beg and go down on my knees and suck anyone's butt to be in a relationship with me. I believe that when
Should
we
be
are in a relationship, they should work together.
You're breaking up, man. It's
Yeah,
so
because I feel like,
breaking up, man.
yeah. So I'm breaking up. Oh, sorry. Can
Yeah,
you hear
sometimes
me?
it's so hard to. Yes, we can hear you, but sometimes there are things it would lag, it would stop, and then you'll come again.
Oh, oh, okay. But
But I can understand. Lee doesn't,
you think,
because he would
yeah,
disagree.
in the beginning, yes,
Okay, you're stopping again.
What other online things
sorry.
do you have on?
As
Like turn off your computer, turn off anything that's using internet. Limit your broadband. You're breaking up a lot, man. Is it frozen? It just frozen.
Okay, we're gonna wait for you ready, Ayan. We still have like 20 minutes
for
more,
that,
Ayan. But yes, yes. But what I'm saying, and also like another thing is like, when it comes to like dating or relationship, like nothing usually you cannot really, I think this is my thing. You cannot really always, because usually after marriage, people have this kind of belief that everything is good. Like there's no work to be done. Everything will be
yes,
like we're gonna be forever and ever. Like you'll have me, I'll have you. The thing is like marriage for people who doesn't want to put work in it,
yes,
don't marry. Just
absolutely.
don't get married,
Well,
because it's
as
a
a,
lifetime of like work, 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 work. And if you're not loving what you're doing, it would get to a point where it's going to be, that's why divorce is very, very prevalent right now, especially in the, like more, how do you
Western
call that,
countries.
first world country, because it's so easy. But the thing is, I think, like one of the things is because, the commitment, and also the work you have to put on with it. The more you don't want to put work, and the more, like the more it's simple, convenient for you to change, that's where kind of like relationship falls apart. So yeah.
Well, would you recommend marriage, I see? Because I think you're in a unique position. Like I'm always advocating for marriage, not short-term relationships and stuff. And I know on your chat, people are saying just have fun and stuff. But would you recommend it?
For me, because like starting as I don't ever see myself getting married, you know. Yeah, I've never really into marriage, because for me it's almost like, as long as you love a person, it's like a title. It's just a title. Like,
Okay.
like you're mine, I'm yours, the title. Like, at least for me. But as time progress, because as I've said, I'm married. It's more of like, if I would recommend it, I always tell this to people: have fun, grow yourself, know what you want exactly, but be realistic about it, and find someone that actually you're gonna choose over and over again. And then maybe think about if you really want a marriage. Because marriage is a kind of like, being a parent is number one. Hard, hard as fuck. The next is marriage. So if you're not up for that responsibility to work every day, you know, to be always going to be there for someone, then I don't recommend it. I
But
just
what?
don't.
But what's the alternative? I mean, just
I
have
see.
fun all the time
Okay.
and
No, the
be
thing is
single.
like,
There's no
no,
alternative. There's no
there's
alternative.
no alternative.
There's no
Like, it's
alternative.
either you're in or you're out.
Okay.
Like, if you find that's why I said, be realistic about yourself. What can you offer in the long process? Be realistic about it. Because, like, for me, for example, with me going into this relationship, I never really see myself being married with one, because for me, it's almost like, if I don't like the person, I cannot get out because I'm married. It's forever, then I'm trapped. That's what I thought before. But then, because you get to find someone that would actually like grow as, like together, you grow together. And maybe I'm just a lucky person because I find someone that actually understand me in a whole different level, and letting me grow, you know, as a person, not just like a wife or a mother, but as a person, let me grow. Then I find that someone. And for me, marriage is okay, but I don't really put too much into it. But the thing is, not everyone can find someone and can work in a level that we work on our relationship. Not everyone can do that. And that's what I'm saying. If you find someone
That's
that could work with you, like could actually work with you, that's a
yes.
good thing. But if you find someone that's selfish, and you
Yes.
yourself cannot change how you view life, what would you think another person would bring to you if you can't find yourself
Mhm.
either? You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying, Reddy? I don't know. I'm too deep, guys. I'm sorry if I'm becoming too deep,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, it's totally,
No,
yeah, I totally get you. You have to be ready for it.
absolutely. I see. I think you shouldn't be okay. But I see. I think you shouldn't. Have to be. What's like? I feel like watering down your true actual views on marriage. I really believe that you're the kind of person who really thinks the thing. But as soon as you're saying that, uh, this, it makes it seem like it's not important, which it is. Um, I
Yes, it
believe that
is.
people should get married. You know, um, I mean, if you don't get married, then what's going to happen to you in your old age? I mean, what's going to happen? Who's going to take care of you? You know,
That's
because
a
as
good
you get
point.
older, um, your yeah, absolutely, your sight begins to deteriorate. Your hearing, you start getting sick all the time. The world becomes lonelier. I mean, what kind of a life is that? So
I mean,
I'm one person
I
who,
was gonna say, sorry, sorry, 100.
yeah, yeah,
Like, I
Go on,
was,
go on, go on, Lee.
sorry, I was sick, really sick, 2 years ago, and
yeah,
hospital by myself. You know, I had to have what do you call it? They take a sample of your organs, and I was by myself. I was really scared, and
Biopsy.
it kind of
yeah,
changed my whole perspective of relationships at
yeah,
that time. Like,
yeah,
there's no one to check on me. I mean, I had my co-workers, but they were so fake. They were just like, "Yeah, Lee, I hope you're okay. Are we gonna come in?" And then, like, they didn't even come. I was so scared. Shit, he's having his kidneys checked. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think, yeah, it makes you think that that's what marriage is for. You know, you need a helpmate. You need someone there
That's
to
why you
help.
have someone to
absolutely,
work with. But
Yes,
yes,
also, I wanted to add,
yeah,
it's like I get what you were saying, Radine, and I'm not kind of like watering down that marriage is not important. Because it'll be hypocritical of me if I would
yeah,
say that like I didn't kind of like fantasize about it. But it's more of like because I grew up as Christian, you know, marriage is a very very important thing. And
yes,
also I grew up with Disney Disney stories, so it's almost like in my own head
yeah,
there's always
yeah,
going to be like, you know, but at the same time I also wanted to say that, you know, like knowing that, well, it depends on a woman and how they see it, but knowing that you're somebody's property, or like somebody is my property kind of thing, because that's how marriage is. Like you are mine, yours kind of thing, right? That's kind of like what makes a marriage, right? Anyways, just to kind of like put it out there. But the thing is, it's always nice knowing that at the end of the day, there's always going to be somebody who's responsible for you, that will care for you when the time. And that's what I'm saying. Someone that is like that. But to the
yes.
point, like, does it, you know, like, do you recommend marriage? I recommend it if you find that somebody. But going to a marriage for a different
Yes.
reason, because you don't want to be alone, or like, you know, stuff like this,
Yeah.
it usually beats the purpose of, you know, growing together, building something, because you're already kind of like having this expectation of somebody else. You know, like there's two people in this one. You have to work together. It's not given. You
Yeah.
have to work together on this thing. You know, that's what I'm saying. Don't go into a marriage because of your expectation. Go into a marriage
I
because you
see.
want to build something.
I
Yes.
see. I'd like to differ. I think with me, it's. I think we should both have expectations, right? This is what I'm
Yes.
expecting, and this is what she's expecting, and I am willing to give everything in this relationship if my expectations are met, right? And she should tell me what her expectations are, right? And she should promise me that she's going to give everything, that she's going to give, her 100% in the relationship if I meet her expectations. So expectations aren't bad. For me to say that I
No,
want
but the
you,
thing is, that's what I'm saying. Communication. Know what
yes,
I'm saying? That's why that's communication. I don't think it comes down to like the expectation of each other. How would you know there's expectation without communication? And that's the thing. You know, communication, work for the communication, not with your expectation. That's
I
the
mean,
first.
but the expectations I mean, when you get married, you have the vows, right? Those are the vows. Those are the promises you make those are the expectations to in sickness and in health, whatever. You
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
those are the
Yes.
parameters
Or
of
worse.
the relationship. I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's pretty clear, but I know I'll keep going. This modern times, we're like, I'm bored. I'll go
Just
this way.
omit the modern times, just to generalize it. Okay.
But yeah, just
But before we continue that, please welcome another one. Please welcome another single in the house, Mr. Jerome Williamson.
What's going on, peeps? What's going on? Oh, wow. I'm not single. I've got plenty to choose from.
Okay, guys,
I'm
now
joking.
you have to put all of your camera, like,
I
how do
can
you call
fix
that?
it.
Landscape
This
now.
way. Bam.
Yeah.
Job done.
Also, you Lee, you have to put your camera landscape.
I was seeing up your nostrils, man.
I actually trimmed them, man. I trimmed the hairs.
Lee, landscape, landscape.
He doesn't know. You just got to flip it. Flip the camera. It'll automatically do it for him. Ah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was listening to everybody while I was sorting
Yeah.
some stuff.
Okay, let's put the two European.
Oh,
Is it European?
where are you from, if I may ask?
Scotland. I'm from Scotland. My dad's American, my mother's Scottish, so
Where is
I've
he
lived
from?
all my life in Scotland. Where am I from? Scotland. I don't know where Ravena's
Oh,
from England, I think.
it's not. Yeah.
Can you all hear me?
I'm
Yes.
from
So
South
how
Africa.
about you, JJ? So we were talking about marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about marriage. You, Ayan, what do you think? Like, do you recommend? And also, I want Radi. I know you put out your opinions about marriage, right? And you already said that you recommend marriage. But, like, what age do you think, based on all of your experiences, and these are all your opinions, you can, disagree and agree with each other, but
Mm.
what do you think is the perfect time for marriage? What is the age?
30s, easily. 30s. Anything younger than 30s is just pointless. Because you're still developing, you're still growing, you don't have any life experience, you're still learning, to be honest. People get married at
Man
22,
or woman?
23, 24 years. Both. Both. Because,
What?
yes, both. Honestly, I don't see the point in being married at 25, 26 years old. Because you're still going to have that player mentality. The girl's still going to have the things that she wants to do. Careers might be also affected by it. You have careers, you've got to think about everything in the long term. You can't just think, okay, I like this girl, let's get married. And what? And then what?
So
What about
what
the
about
bills? What
children
about
then?
kids? What about all the other stuff?
Yeah,
Hmm?
well, if you have it too late, then it's going to be more difficult. I
How
know
is it too
my
late? It's like
students.
you already know that you like each other. If you've been
Yeah,
dating
but
for like a good period of time, then you already know. So you're not going to be worried about this. But it's about gaining experience in life. I think that most people that I know have either been married early and divorced already. I've even had
I
people who've
mean,
been married for a year and divorced a year later.
there's
I've had
factors
people.
that. Sorry, man, but there's factors. I mean, I was going to say there's an example I had. One of my students, we were talking about life experiences, and it's like she did a career route. She got all her achievements and everything
Right.
like that. And then she wanted to have a baby. She
Yep.
couldn't have it.
Why?
It was too late for her. I mean, and she was
Why?
only 35. These things they need to, I think the priorities are wrong. It shouldn't be career. It should
Why?
be more, do you want a family? Do you want to get married? Then
Right.
do you want a career? Or maybe at the same time. I don't know. But I
It's
think
hard to balance. It's
leaving
hard to
that
balance
aspect
that.
out is
I
bad.
think it's hard to balance a marriage and a career at the same time, getting
Yeah.
kids and everything. If you need to earn money, you need to earn money. If you have three kids and you don't have a job, or you don't have a job that can sustain that kind of lifestyle for them, kids are for life. It's not like they're going to be only living till you're 18 years old and they're going to move out. Nope, you're going to be paying for everything for them, college tuitions and all that stuff. They might need bailouts for stuff. They might need help with cars. They might need help with mortgage. Can you pay for it? No. So you got to think about the long term, and also the girl. It's more about the guys because guys tend to have a player mentality. It doesn't matter. You could have your first kid, and before you know it, your mind starts wandering because you're not getting any action anymore. So you're like, well, my life's pure monogamous now. I'm not going
That's
to get any
true.
action. There's a lot of people do it. I'm sorry, but people
Yeah.
do this. People do this. Guys go out and they go, I'm with my friends, their friends are still single, and yeah,
No,
they
and
can't mess
I,
around, but the guys can,
I'll
and they're
cut you
stuck.
off a little bit, JJ. And this is the thing. That's why I actually believed, and because I have boys, I actually believe that a dude, a guy, should actually live their life to the fullest before they get settled down.
Mm,
Because if you don't kind of like, like if you don't, because you're dudes, biologically speaking, you have to kind of like procreate or something, right? So if you don't kind of like leave that kind of part of your life and kind of like live it and kind of like get tired of it, then what do you think will happen when you got married and you'll get to get you're gonna eat one food all the time? Then that's the thing. Where's Reddy? Reddy fell
he
down.
ran away.
And he ran away
No,
because
I
you
didn't.
scared him. You
I didn't
scared
mean to
Reddy.
with my nostrils.
So what happened, Lee? What are you doing? We can't see you.
He's chatting, I think.
Sorry.
I had to restart his computer, he said.
I just think that our priorities are all wrong. I think families are more important than thinking about how much things cost. The families are what build societies. Families are what
Hmm.
build communities and stuff. So if we're always thinking it costs too much to have kids, it costs. Oh, we need a career, we need all this.
No, but
Then
the thing is,
what's going to happen after that?
That was
no,
old
I
way
think
thinking, to
this
be
is the
honest, I say.
thing.
Sorry, can I just say that's old way thinking if you think about it? Because, in the old days, it was more like families who were in poverty or impoverished, like they didn't have the money, so they had kids, and the kids would go and work. That's why you had all these children working in these crazy ass factories back in the Victorian times, and it went on for years and years and years. And that
Mhm.
mentality kind of continued on the work family, the people who have kids. And the other people who have money, they don't tend to have kids until they're in their 30s. And then they meet somebody and then they're already got all their money behind them and they go and they have a family and they live that lavish, posh life, that money life. But the people who have not got that kind of aspect or that kind of background, they're stuck in that rut. And then when they have the kids grow up and the same thing happens over and over again. The cycle has to break, man. I came from a impoverished family. We were not poor. We were poor, like totally poor. And we're not poor now. I mean, I work as a great job. My sister's a psychologist. My other sister's a teacher. We broke that cycle. But in the end, it was more like we all kind of lived in that struggle. And I think that you have to have proper foundation before you start jumping into marriage with someone. And even that, you have to get all that player mentality out of your system. That, like she said, you've got to burn yourself out of wanting to go around and party in clubs and sleep with like random girls all the time every weekend. That has to be burned away. Otherwise, you will not
Yeah.
commit. You
No,
won't.
and the thing is, it's like, just speaking because, like I'm also a mother. This is what I'm trying to tell. Like I know you have a point to make, right, Lee? Family is very,
Yeah.
very important. I get that. But the thing is, this is what a lot of third world country that I feel like kind of like left out, you know, especially, when it comes to like, yes, procreate, have kids, be man, you're not a man if you have no kids and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But for me, if you cannot, if you cannot feed your kids, if you cannot feed your family, it doesn't
Mm.
matter who gives or who brings the bacon, as
Yeah.
they say, right? It doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, it doesn't really matter. But as a family, you have the responsibility to give this child a better, like a better life. That's your
Mm.
responsibility as a parent. But
To
if
aim
you're
to give
only
them a
like,
better life than what
okay,
you
like,
had. That's the
yeah,
way I see
like,
it.
okay, let's do love and blah blah blah. Love is another factor.
Mm.
But, like sometimes families that couldn't really feed their families, that's where kind of like a lot of problems arises.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot more into it than just saying like family is important. There's a lot of factors. And I think that's where, like JJ is coming from. It's not
Mm.
just about that part.
Yeah, I agree with you
And
though
of
that family
course,
family is
yeah,
important. Having a family is important. Being married is important, but There is the right timing. Timing, it's all about timing. It's not just jump in there as soon as you meet the first person and you think this is the love of my life. I'm going to be with them for the rest of my days. This is not 1940s, man. This is not like where they went through all this stuff, writing love letters to each other, men fighting across the other side of the world and then coming back to their missus that they've not seen for like 4 years and then they live happily ever after. Those days are long gone. People are not chivalrous anymore. I mean, the days of people opening doors and giving people jackets and things like that, that died in the 90s. I'm sorry, but that died in the 90s, man. That is very rare now. You'll find a diamond in a rough of a man who would be like that. That's how I was raised in the 80s, you know, like to be respectful of women and stuff like that, to your elders, give a seat to grandmas and things, you know, but it's not like that anymore. They just complain, like, why should I give my seat to her, you know? So yeah, it's a different times. People are in a hurry. Like I said, I had friends that have been married for like 20 years and got divorced. People who married young. People get married for 1 year and divorced because they married young. So it happens. It
Mm.
just depends. It just depends.
But in like, for example, with you, Lee, if you can offer that kind of mentality where I want love and this and that, like I'm pretty sure there's women out there that
Hmm.
would want that. And now to find that woman is something for a hunt.
Yeah.
So I think, like this is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter, like, how ugly you are, how handsome you are, how poor you are, how whatever status you have, there's always going to be one person out there for you.
Yeah.
And the thing is, to find that person, you have to put yourself out there. So that's kind of like what I'm, you
But Lee,
know.
the one thing I'm going to take from all this, that since I've like spoken and watched you and seen you chat, you set your expectations. So if you can't meet your expectations, that's on you. You're the only person that can set your expectations in people. So whatever you look for in someone, it's all you. So if they don't tick boxes for you, that's you. It's not them because they
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
yo, I've never
boxes.
denied that. I've
Yeah,
never
but
denied that.
that's
Like,
boxes that they don't know exist. That's
mm,
things that they don't even. You may as well just put down a questionnaire in front of them and let them tick those boxes, and then you'll get your answers right away, and then leave because that's the only way you're truly going to get your answers. But I feel that give people time, like Isis said, give people time, give them the opportunity to kind of get to know you, and you take your time, kind of throw your questionnaire away for a while.
Hey Lee, for one thing, I made time for you. I made time to know you. So
Yeah,
just give a benefit of the doubt to people that have hard time expressing themselves, because there are a lot of people out there that are really misunderstand, or like they don't know how to
misunderstood.
express themselves,
Mm,
because it's for us, people that actually can, explore them more,
mm.
you know, kind of like just explore them.
And it's
And
also
at the end of
your
the
who
day,
you want to be with. It's like where you are, your
yes,
demographics, their backgrounds, their language capabilities. If they understand you, what you're saying. So it's all about those things as well. You're in Japan right now, are you not? Are you in Japan? So
yeah,
they're Japanese, so you have to understand it's their way, and you have to kind of bow to that at the moment, or there's no way they're going to adapt and change for you. This is like generations of upbringing that they've been instilled in them from their parents, grandparents, such all the way back. So it's going to be difficult for them to be able to open up to someone. It's going to be difficult to them to open up to a foreigner because everyone's a foreigner.
at
It's
the
not
end of
about
the
skill.
day,
Yeah.
communication.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's
communication
number
only
one.
works if a person can actually communicate. Both people have to be able to
Exactly.
communicate. If they both can't communicate, then it's one person telling a story, the other one just nodding their head, like, yep, 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 that's it.
I'll make Lee know how to communicate.
what?
He already knows how to communicate. Behave yourself, Isaac.
I mean, like,
Anyways,
no,
ayan. So, Board Vlogger
sorry.
is actually saying, shout out also to our handsome co-host. Ayan. Board Vlogger is saying hi to you guys. And of
Hello,
course,
board
shout
vlogger.
out to our beautiful host. Thank you, thank you. Is that me? Ayan. Bet ko talaga yung simple look mo. Ang lakas ng dating. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, guys.
Me too.
So, anyways, so this is the question, because both of you have the opportunity to be in Japan, right?
Yeah.
So, have you ever seen yourself like being married? I know I've asked this question, personal, right? But like something it just if you only want to share that thought process in the live stream on public, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Have you ever find yourself, like marrying and having a family with an Asian woman?
It's a possibility. I don't have a. I wouldn't say I have an acquired taste. I wouldn't say that I'm specific to one kind of group of women. I mean, they could be from Eastern Europe, they could be from Europe, Scandinavia. It doesn't matter. South Africa, anywhere in Africa. It could be whatever. It just depends if we get along. It's about communication, but it's also about an understanding of people, like their backgrounds and everything else. And we have to basically understand each other in terms of where we're going to be. Are we going to be in Japan? If I live in Japan, are we going to be in Estonia or Denmark? It doesn't. I don't know, but we have to kind of figure out where we're going to be. It has to be a mutual thing. It can't be just like I dictate and they follow. It has to be something. I don't want them to regret it down the line if they decide to travel halfway around the world to come to Scotland and then like I don't want to be here anymore. And it's just like, well, you're committed to this. So yeah, it's a big decision. So I will take it as it comes, but I'm open for it.
And how about you, Lee?
Um, I mean, I've been in Japan for quite a while, like 9 years or so, and yeah, I think it's the similar line as roaming. Um, just whatever comes, like just take it as it goes. Uh, I don't know if I do see myself settling down with a Japanese lady or Asian lady. I kind of this is gonna sound bad. I kind of prefer my own culture, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
So I've been kind of looking at dating people from like Jamaica, Africa, and stuff like that. And they speak English as well. I mean, I've dated Japanese ladies here and stuff, but I feel like for me, the cultural references, I think helps a lot more with the relationship, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, nothing against Asian ladies. I think they're beautiful, amazing, feminine women. But that's my preference. That's my
Yeah.
preference.
So there you go. You need to move out of Japan then, mate. Go
Yeah,
Yeah.
to go to
So
Bermuda or Barbados or somewhere
if
like that.
you're single lady, yeah, in the house, and these two guys are very, very, very single. So if you don't want to know
Very
their
single.
Facebook account, please
Very
hit me up on my social media. Follow me on
There's a
social
queue, guys.
media.
There's a queue. You'll be number 6 in the queue. Just for to let you know that. You need to battle your way to the top. So I can see.
to
Oh,
fight our way to the top.
Exactly. Oh, I don't know
they're
how many
both
more people I can speak to.
single. So bored vlogger saying, "Oh, you don't want to be with Asian."
No,
Bored
it's
is
not. It's not want. It's not. It's my preference is my own culture. But I mean, if a lady comes along and like as Roman says, he takes my questionnaire, then,
Yes.
then maybe then yeah. I mean, I'm open. I'm saying I'm open, but I have my preferences, if you know what I mean. So that's all I'm saying.
But there's a famous YouTuber that did that. You know a guy Connor? He did a because he was single. He did a questionnaire, like a website where people could apply to be his boyfriend, and
Oh
he had like
God.
seriously. But in the first, he thought it was going to be a joke and nothing would happen of it. But in the first day, like first 6 hours, he had 3,500 applicants. Three and a half thousand applicants. He had to like didn't know what to do. He started panicking, and then the next day he had like 25,000, and I had to take it down because they had
I don't know what
25,000.
it means. I've only got 15 subscribers. I don't think
It's alright,
they're all
man. Just,
guys as well.
just, just start handing out like flyers, guys. Just here you go. I'm like that's a survey.
Yeah.
The
Guys, oh,
survey.
by the way, guys, these two lovely lads are actually like that. They also have their own YouTube channel, guys. And
Oh God.
of course, if you want
I'm
to
barely
check
on
them
mine.
out,
I'm
I
barely on
leave
it.
the description link down below. And of course, Jerome is a very, very good supporter of our Icy Fit channel. Please do check him out as well from what I am.
You can.
Please do check him. Yes.
If I'm
So,
ever
but
on.
the thing is, I know I've asked this before,
Yeah.
but kind of wanted to like ask this again because I've always, like I like putting it out there because we do have fellow Filipinos in the live chat
Mm.
as well. So, and also like other countries, especially coming from a third world country as well, like in the Philippines, they don't really understand or grasp the word preference. So I kind of like wanted to kind of like, because some people find this negative, like it's kind of like, like they're discriminating other people. But
No, just
when
like
I'm saying
treat it like
preference,
Baskin and Robbins. If you go to get ice cream,
yes,
what kind of ice cream do you like? Just take your pick. That's
yes.
it. That's it, really.
So the question is, if you have, but I'm not gonna ask the preference. This is just for like, like if you're gonna be given a chance,
Mm.
can you describe your perfect for you, the ideal
Ooh.
lady or the ideal wife material in your own
Ooh.
words?
That's tough.
And guys, if you're watching this, don't bash these people because this is their ideal, and all of us have ideal
That's hard,
in our
man.
heads.
Uh-oh.
So just mind that one. So
Ideal.
let's start with Lee.
What?
Yes.
Damn. Okay. If it's my ultimate preference, I'm taking ethnicity out of it, race out of it. So just someone who's obviously physically beautiful, um, who who's feminine, who uh, who likes my hobbies and helps me become a better person, and I help them. She allows me to help her and support her as well in what she wants to do. So, yeah, is that too generic? I don't know. I
Oh,
hope
that's
that's not too
actually
generic.
pretty much up, like it's actually achievable, right? So how
Yeah.
about you, JJ?
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one. Uh, I've got so many kind of like people that I would say that are attractive. That I would. Who would I use as probably a base model would probably be Kelly Hu, the actress Kelly Hu.
Who's
She's a
Kelly
base.
Hugh?
Yeah, she's a
Who
base
who?
model for me. That's who I would. That's like my ideal type of look at woman.
I'm
Honestly.
just gonna Google her now. Kelly
Yeah, who's
who?
Kelly Hu? Yeah, Kelly
Kelly
Hu.
who?
Who is
Yeah,
it? Who is it?
she's a actress, American actress, but I think she's half Chinese. I think.
What's her name?
Kelly Hu, like Hu.
Kelly who? Oh God, yeah, she's nice. Yeah, she's
Did you see
pretty.
it,
Uh,
Icy?
so
She's pretty. She's
we're
pretty.
gonna have to Google that, guys.
But
I
she's
am.
older
Please
now.
type
She's
Let me
in the
turn
older.
my
live
camera.
chat.
She was in. I saw her on a
Huh.
Wolverine movie. That's what I saw her on a Marvel movie where she played Lady Deathstrike, and I thought this woman is. She's from Honolulu actually. She's pretty damn hot. So I was like, damn. But she's older now, but she was pretty special. She's from. I think she's from Honolulu or something like that. I'm not sure. That's how she
Kelly
looks now.
who?
Kelly who?
You see her?
So,
Yeah.
guys, if you think you know somebody who looks like that, please
Send her
let
my
us
way.
know.
I'll pay for the
Please
shipping. I'll
let us
tell you.
know. So JJ can have his ideal lady.
Well,
I
I wouldn't say no.
She's 50, man. She's
I
like
know.
almost 60. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
But she looked better. Like I
But the
tell
thing
you
is
when she
that
was younger.
look like not Kelly Who, but like look like her and
Yeah, look
kind of.
like her. Really.
Ako, ideal girlfriend at wife, ma'am. So, Mylene Mapile is here. Ayan, Mylene Mapile. She said, like, she is the ideal girlfriend and she's the ideal wife you've been looking for.
How? How?
Check her
Sell it.
out.
Sell it to us.
Yeah.
Ayan, you should check her out. Ayan, Nightbot will drop her link.
Yep, Nightbot has to do his job.
Ayan.
Oh, there
My
you go. Somebody's
idea.
already said our
So,
ideal man is
there's
Lee.
another one. Ayan, there's an interaction in the live chat. And of course, my Sisi Koy, ayan, my BFF, Josa, ayan, she's kind of shy to come up, but she said her ideal man is
Is
you.
Lee. Oh.
Well, yeah.
He's sweating now. He's sweating. He's like, whew.
Oh shit!
Just
Oh
let me
shit! I'm just going off camera for a bit. Oh god.
I need to cool
Well,
down.
direct. That's very direct, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So you have to come to the Philippines, Lee, to find.
This is a good point. Like a lot of I know I don't really want to bring race up, but a lot of black men have a lot of successful relationships with Filipino women. Like a lot of my black friends like, I want to go to the Philippines, and they usually get married. They get married like very quickly. So
Yeah.
I
yo,
think it's
let's sort it
because,
out.
I think because Filipina, and I think this is one of the things that I'm proud to be a Filipina, half Filipina, is because I feel like Filipinos are very, very adjustable. Like they
Ah,
would adjust to the culture if that's what it needed to be done.
Yeah,
Like
they
they're
do.
I
not
think
super entitled, like
mm,
if they marry someone. And the thing with, like black, would I say black people?
Mm.
I feel like it's so similar with how
yeah,
we view family of, like fun and, stuff like that. And
the
I think
food
that's why.
as well. The food,
Mm.
like the
Yes.
Caribbean food, because it's a tropical place, right? So a lot of the food that my ex Filipino girlfriend, I was like, oh, that's like ackee saltfish. Oh, that's like what? So yeah, a lot of the food I thought, and it's really like fruits,
Mm.
like tropical fruits and stuff, and I'm just like, this is really, yeah, it's similar. So, but Roman, are you half Filipino as well? I was gonna ask you.
Mm-mm.
Are you?
I'm half
Oh,
American.
sorry.
My dad's American. My mum's Scottish.
America
Ah,
is different.
Yes. So I'm a bit, yeah,
So
I'm
there's also this. So I love Lee. Come on, baby.
oh my girl.
And then she said, "Oh, I'm not a lady. I'm your father."
Can't be my father.
Yeah, she's just a joker.
I know,
She's a
I'm just
very
kidding.
she's a
Okay, I'm
comedian.
just gonna have to go now. Like,
And of course, and the another one is Ayan. And Board is actually saying, like, oh my god, this is where I would finally meet the AFAM. When we say AFAM is like, like American or like, Westerners,
Hmm.
that's what we said in Tagalog, which he basically dreamed of. Oh, diba?
oh,
I should
Ayan.
introduce him to my cousin then. My cousin does YouTube. He's actually, I'll put his channel in.
Oh, board. You should check. You
I'll
should
send my.
drop his link. Drop his link,
I think my
JJ.
cousin's single actually. Let me see if I can find
Is
his chat.
board and CC Koi, JJ
Yeah.
cousin is also in LGBTQ. So you might really,
oh.
he might connect, and he has, or I don't know, he has a YouTube channel. So guys, JJ would drop the link if you want, guys. Please do check him out. I am.
Let's see if I can find his
Ayan.
channel.
Afam is a foreigner arrived in Manila. Ooh.
Oh, I found him. What's there? I just need to. How do I?
Ayan, galing ng sisi ko talaga mag-love it, mag-translate. I told you guys, it's my pleasure. Huwag kayong mahiya magsalita because it's my pleasure to translate English to Tagalog. I want this to be like a hub where everyone, and the thing is, this has always been like all my life, I've always been a translator in the family. Like I would always translate stuff, in Japanese, in English, and whatever, it's been like
That's
that.
so I dropped it in. That's my cousin's channel. His name's Sheldon.
There you go, guys. Ayan. Don't forget, guys. Please do
He does
check him.
he does home decor and stuff like that, like a home decoration. But he's actually, oh, you'll see. You can check it out. You don't
He's
need
a
me to tell you.
man's man.
Check it out, guys.
No.
The McRae home.
Yes.
That's what it is. Yes. So, guys, please do subscribe to McRae home. And so, Sisi Koy and Board Vlogger, you might find your the one here. The one here. Hindi
Both
ako
vloggers will be like,
mag-translate.
yay! But yeah, Sheldon is really cool.
Yeah.
He's really, really fun. He's a fun guy. Really fun
You
guy.
know what? JJ? You should probably introduce me to him.
I will introduce you to Sheldon as well. He might come on your channel one time, maybe. because he does his own stuff. He's really funny. I mean, super funny. I remember he did his
He's,
birthday. He had a
like he would
birthday
really
celebration.
welcome him here. Like,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I love gay people. Like I really, really in love with them. Like I
It was
really
so funny
do.
when see, I say when he actually came out and said he was gay. We already knew. Me and my sisters, we already knew. We knew he was like young, probably around like 5, 6. He used to play with Hoovers, irons, and loved doing hairdressing. He would ask, and he wanted a toy Hoover and toy iron for Christmas. And when he said it was 21, he said I got a confession. Everyone on Facebook was like, I just got to come out and say that I'm gay, and I just wrote him in a private message like, Sheldon, finally, you caught on, man. We've been waiting for you. We've been waiting for you to catch up. We already knew. So we knew already, but yeah, it was good that it came out, and it made us kind of laugh. But we knew before he did. I think we did.
I say
I
you
hope
should do a dating show.
I hope he can come to this channel and basically, kind of like have fun with this one. And then
Yeah,
basically
definitely.
introduce him to the Filipino community. He might love because
It
we're
may end
so
up in the Philippines if you be careful,
yes,
because he'll
and
end
the
up
thing is
going
with
there.
like in the Philippines, LGBTQ community in the Philippines are very big. And
Yeah.
it's very, very kind of like it would probably be a kind of like a like a good experience for him.
Mm. But he's like
Actually,
myself.
I
He's
was
half
gonna
Scottish,
say,
half American as well.
ah, I was gonna say you should do a dating show.
Yeah, I always no, like actually, like last time, like February, I had this very kind of like special Valentine's Day. And if you notice, there's Top J in there. We actually did that one, like blind date with him or something. So usually I kind of like wanted to do that, like like in years to come. Like I want to do a show thing kind of, but it depends, it depends. Yes, to dating show for the But the thing is, I'm already like promoting you guys because I feel like I always have like single men in here. And I really, like, at least for me, I'm not going to be surprised that one day someone would actually get married because they find their, partner in this live chat or in this live stream. I'm not going to be surprised if one day it will
Mhm.
happen.
Well, hook me up with the what was the lady's name? I forgot the that's bad. That's a bad start. I forgot her
Yosa,
name.
Yosa. I think her name is Yosa. Josa,
Joseph,
Josa.
you want to see Joseph? She actually says like she's going to do a makeup right now for you.
What? Yo, this girl's serious. I like it.
I'm scared.
Patay ka, Josa. Josa, sisi ko umakyat ka dito. Ayan. And of course, please welcome back before we even end this live stream. Ayan, please welcome back, Reddy.
Hello,
Ayan,
we.
dito na si
Oh,
Reddy.
there he is. He had to restart his
Finally.
computer.
There you go.
So Reddy, because I asked these two lads earlier, they're ideal, and I'm pretty sure I've asked this before, but like as time progress, sometimes your ideal wife, your ideal woman
Yes.
change over time. So from
Yes.
then and now, what
Yes.
is your ideal wife or partner or the woman that you're looking for?
Um, I'll start with the physical. With the physical, I prefer, um, since coming to Japan, I've really gotten to understand the kind of figure and the kind of body that I would like my women to have. And with all the respect to Asian women and especially Korean women, this country's been very good to me, and I wouldn't want to say anything that would come across as offensive. But
Say
I'm
it.
really not a fan of at the end of the day, I'm an African man, so not that that should matter, but I'm just saying that I'm into like thick women, women who have curves and hips. I love that.
Likes that
That's
cushion.
That's it. You don't be a,
yeah,
don't need to be. That is what it is. You don't need to kind of understand
yeah,
because Asians
yeah,
are short and they don't have that physique. So it's all about physique.
yes,
It's what.
yeah. That physique to me, it's life. That's what I would like. That's what I would like to wake up to. You know.
Good
So
evening.
physically wise, how I'd love, that's what I want my girl to look like.
It's life. I love that line. It's life.
So I know this is a very, very spontaneous, guys, but because this is going well, Ayan, we do have 10 minutes to go on, Ayan, because we're going to go
Yes.
3 hours now. But the people in the live stream are actually very, very like they're giggling down there. So I want to
Yes.
introduce you to one of the things that I've been doing when I was like, doing my kind of like how do you call that, one on one, but today it's going to be three on one, and
I
I want
told
to
you.
talk
What
about
the?
about so I'm gonna have a full questions on the spot, and I want you to answer this. This is kind of like a fast talk.
I've did
So
these
I'm
before.
gonna
I'm not doing
answer
them
it
again.
one
You
by
know.
one. I'm gonna
Uh,
put your face in the camera to answer these questions. It's just one word. If you don't want to answer it, you'll just say pass. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to.
okay.
Good? Understood? Okay. And I know we've done this before. We've done this before, JJ. I'm pretty sure because we have one
Mm-hmm.
on one before. And please, guys, if you're watching this on replay and if you're on the live chat, if you didn't watch our one on one with just roaming around, please do watch that. It's replayable on the playlist Chikahan one on one. So we're gonna start. I actually like this. I So I know over time it could change. It could change. But because we have three lovely lads here, and of course, guys sa baba dyan, yung mga nasa baba, I'll ask them questions, but also if you have something you want to ask, this fast talk segment, this very, very well. I an IC Fit community. So please do drop your comment on the live chat right now. I'll ask them that out. So first one, best time for sex.
Always. Always.
Okay.
There you go.
One word. You said one
Always.
word. That's one word. Always.
Oh, one word.
Oh,
Okay. One word. How about one phrase? When you deserve it. Yeah.
ooh,
When you
I
deserve.
like that.
Yeah.
Spicy. Alam, ako kinikilig dito, guys. Ayan, every time is best. And of course, Mylene Mapili says, anytime daw, always. Oh, they love it. Oh, diba? And of course, Lee.
In the morning with morning breath.
Do you agree with that? Every moment is amazing. That's what Josa says. So next question
Amazing.
is hotel or a house?
Hotel or a house?
Yeah.
The garden in the house.
Uh,
And a tent.
Okay.
what hotel or a house? Who would choose hotel? A house, obviously. Who would choose hotel? Why
Can we
would
have both?
anyone choose hotel?
Some
Can we have
people,
both?
you might be amazed how our love hotels in Japan are look like. You'll probably find it amazing. I
Oh, the little
Oh,
hotels are no, they're kind of dirty, man. I've been to a few of them. They're kind of they're a bit grimy, man. I mean, some of them. But
wow, you've
no,
been to a
that's
few
another
love
story for another
hotels.
time. I don't want to, Kurt, I don't want to get you demonetized or something.
Okay, so this is what Rosa says. Wow, I like Gordon. Anyway,
What?
so this is next. Okay,
How
best
dare you?
position or favorite position. Wink, wink.
Oh,
Okay, favorite position is when she's on top of me, and then she's and then her legs are spread out, and then I have it in, and then we're
Jesus.
just chilling. Yeah,
It's just
Detail,
chill. He's just chilling. He's
Just smoking it.
just
Yo,
chilling.
not chilling, but obviously
texting at the same
doing
time.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, so who actually answered? Who answered this? How about the center in garage? Ayan. So how about the center of the garage?
The
Any
what?
one of you guys ever
It depends.
had
It depends who's on
experience?
top then, because that's a bit. I want to. Some backs are going to be destroyed.
So raise your hands if anyone has ever had the best in the garage, ever done it in the garage.
Very specific place.
Not in a garage.
And then
I
they
don't have
said,
a
I did
garage.
Tila
Exactly.
style. And of
Any
course,
any
another one
cinema, any
is
cinema, man.
Godzilla style.
helicopter.
What the hell is Godzilla style? Godzilla
And
style?
Felipe G is laughing. Okay, so next, guys. Ayan, next. Okay, let's do this. Ayan. So, favorite position in bed.
Whoa, missionary with your eyes open,
Intensely.
no blinking. And then when you come, just
Okay, so next one.
Reverse
Next.
cowgirl all the way, please. Let's go.
Ooh. I like that. Okay, so another one is shave or trim.
what?
Shave or trim.
Oh,
Is it me answering right now?
and isn't
Yes.
that the same? The
Can we?
trim
Whoever-
Can I have it? Can I have it sculpted? Can,
like into a
like a landing
Because-
strip or some kind
Because
of.
you answered sculpted, what kind of sculpt do you want it to be?
I don't know, actually. Captain America shield or
Well,
something like that. I'm joking.
I was gonna say Margaret Thatcher, but that might put you off.
Okay, ready.
thing is, if she's shaved, then it's a bit suspicious. I mean, who are you shaving it for? Did we have this conversation? Did we have this conversation before that I like it shaved? So if it's shaved, it's like, like, how did you get to a point where you knew that guys like it shaved? It comes across as a bit suspicious. So actually,
I know what you're thinking. I know where it's going with that one.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
So you, Lee.
The bush, man. I want that bush.
Ooh.
The mighty bush. The mighty bush.
I guess these guys are very, very much into bush. And of course, Felipe G actually agree. Natural. Ayan. No, don't shave. I like hairy from Josa ng Bagay. Ayan, diba? So you don't like it, but I do. Oh, diba? There's something like that. Okay, so another one is this is something with a twist, guys. Ayan. This is a part of a woman's body. And I know there's always going to be like one answer is the part that you really like, but the other next answer would be something that's so unpredictable, not basically a natural way or a natural part of the woman's body that someone would answer that they like surprises, something that you yourself find weird that you liked it in a part of a woman's body. Let's start with
Her neck. I love a woman's neck. I love, especially when I give my woman a hug and then just putting my face in her neck and just, just squeezing her. I love it. That's the most comfortable position that a man can be, especially during winter. Just having a girl and just
because it's winter
Yeah.
right now. Okay.
Girls say,
Is there
yeah.
anything that surprisingly for you that you find attractive that's not really out there?
Who? Oh,
Something that's attractive, you said.
I think something that's attractive is the way when a girl is girly and she laughs like a girl, and she does girly things, that's what I really find attractive. I think girls today are too, they want to be like you, and uh, I think you know if she
Like
if she does her
feminine.
nails, she laughs, and she asks you to walk her to the store because she's a bit scared outside, and then you come out, all macho and say, hey, don't worry, I'll walk you to the store. I think I find that really cute. Yeah.
Someone that would want like a knight in shining armor. I
Yeah.
like that.
I
Yeah, I
like that.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And a girl who has
Next,
small hands, and yeah.
small
I
hands.
could go on.
How small do you want it to be?
Oh.
Well, small hands, like small, you know, vulnerable small hands, and a girl who, what I'm saying, a girl, who laughs at me, and she doesn't have to
Okay.
be, you know, nah, she
You
just
want
has to
it
be a girl,
girly.
and someone who talks to you, and yeah, a girl who likes cats. I hate cats, but I think it's attractive when a girl likes cats. And when a girl finds everything, and when she finds everything cute, which is annoying, but I also find cute, but I also like it, but it's annoying, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get it. I get
yeah,
it. So how about
yeah.
you, JJ?
So what was the question again? I forgot.
So a part of a woman's body that really you like, which is like normal, but the one that surprisingly you didn't thought would be attractive, but you are attracted to it.
I like women's neckline. The neckline. I like that a lot. I've got fascinated by it. Even like when I'm just kissing it. That's it. When you're getting things on, I always go for there. Like I felt like a vampire. I just kind of attack. So
So guys,
I
all
don't
of
draw
this,
blood or
all
anything,
of
but
this
I do get
protect
excited.
your neck,
Yeah,
guys.
protect your neck like a Wu-Tang song. I tell you. But yeah, I do. I like the neckline. I do. I think it's very attractive on women. Yeah, I don't have any other kind of things to add to it. All I know is that it's just, yeah, I think I'm pretty much vampire, to be honest.
And something that you find attractive that kind of like the same thing as Reddy says, find I didn't know, but it is attractive, like it's conflicted, but you find it attractive.
It's hard to explain. It's what I find is like kind of really attractive in women is it's gonna be strange. Is the I don't call it in Scotland. It's called cock space. Like between the legs and the thighs, the thigh gap.
Oh yeah.
And a woman, see if a woman's walking past me and I see that, I'm like, whew, I sit right away. I'm like, damn. I get a wee bit excited. I'm sorry, but that's something that it's not very common for
I
people.
got
But I'm like,
excited.
it's like, damn,
Tone it
man.
down. Tone it down.
Yeah, exactly. I do get a wee bit like,
Calm it down. Calm it down.
cool
All
down.
right. Now you leave.
oh bloody hell. Good knees.
Good, good knees.
Like if
What
she's
does
got
that
knobbly
even mean?
knees,
Explain.
No.
Hold on.
I can't
Explain
deal with
what
What?
knobbly
good
knees.
means.
Knobbly knees, like if the knees are sticking out, the knees need to be smooth. They can't be like sticking out like boulders and shit. Like they got to be smooth. And because I'm a leg guy. They got to be right in proportion, of the leg. So good legs and good knees
Good
and,
legs and good knees.
and
Okay.
elbows.
Oi, oi.
Like
I
it
got
has
I
to
got to
be
nibble
no.
the elbows. Sorry.
What's with the elbow?
I
Define.
don't know. Just like when I'm like you're messing around with your girl, you're play fighting or whatever, and I'll tickle her elbows or her knees or some shit, and I think maybe that's where that weirdness comes from. But okay, like, I'm gonna stop
Well,
talking now.
anyways, Josa is saying something. Oh, Lee, I'm gonna be
So
smooth.
smooth.
Oh
He's
yeah, be careful with my knees. My knees are going. All right, so
old
smooth
knees.
knees.
And then, of course, Pinoy Galaan, mega, mega love shout out. And of course, our last question before we end this live stream. And I don't know if you're going to answer this one, guys. But,
Oh boy.
Ayan, do you have a fantasy? And if yes, are you brave enough to tell us what is your fantasy? I, so
Hmm.
I
Oh,
let
brave.
you decide. I always do the decision to answer it first, but I let you think about it for a while because this is a public live stream, just to let you know that.
Yeah, exactly.
So choose your
The internet
words
is
Is it
forever.
choose your words carefully and also remember that this is a public live stream. So choose your words, and if you're done and you want to answer that, raise your hand.
well? Let me go because
Okay.
I've actually lived my fantasy.
Let me
I've
go.
actually lived my fantasy. So without being too long, there's this girl, right? And this was back at varsity, and she was a lesbian, you know. But she wasn't those lesbians that look like me. And nah, no, she's those lesbians that she had an ass. And she had all, she looked like a woman. Her eyes were like a woman. Everything about her was woman-like, but she portrayed herself to be a man to the world. But you could clearly see that she was a woman,
Mm.
and everyone knew this girl as lesbian. Everyone knew that she was in the girls, and she was part of the alphabet community, LBGT, alphabet community. So yeah, her and I, spoke. One thing led to another, and then one day she just says, "Hey, dude, where are you?" It's Saturday night, and then I was like, "Hey, I'm in my room. What's up? Hey, why don't you come this side?" And then I went to her, and then we started having a conversation, and then one thing led to another, and long story short, she was in my room, and we did the deed. Until this day, nobody knew that her and I did that. And even if I did tell people what happened between her and I, nobody would believe us because she's lesbian, and everyone knew her as lesbian, and
That's it.
it's
You
yeah,
you
and
broke it.
yeah, bro, I smashed a lesbian, and yeah, and
Oh my
it was
god.
bro,
But so
and actually,
that is a very, very
yeah,
good story, but you didn't
yeah,
answer the question. After that, do you have a
yeah.
fantasy? And if yes, what is that?
Yeah, like I do, like I don't see lesbians as how they want to be seen. I see them as okay, well, you know, what if what if her and I did it and didn't have to tell everyone that we did it, you know? That's really how I think of it. So
Mm.
yeah, that's my fantasy.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool, Ayan. So, anybody?
yeah.
JJ,
Not
Lee, are
happening.
you ready?
No chance for me. No fantasies for me. You can figure out my fantasies, or you can just guess. I'm not going to tell my fantasies.
Okay.
Peanut butter.
Okay,
I think
fair
your fantasy is
enough.
peanut butter with banana slices. I don't know.
How about you, Lee? Do you want to answer that question? Do you have a
uh,
fantasy, and what is that?
well, I would love like
I don't know. That's hard to do. I don't know. Loads of women. Just I'm a basic guy. There's lots of women in the bed.
Oh,
Just lots of women in my bed. That's it. I'm just basic. There's like 10 women in my bed. That's my fantasy. Yeah, that's it.
okay, I like
I know
that.
that's
I
really
like
boring.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys, for that wonderful, wonderful questions. So
Thank you.
I know that like some of you have YouTube channel ready, Ayan. So I'll start with you, ready. Any kind of like like anything that you want to tell in this community, Ayan. So the floor is yours. Tell us your insights and your end words.
Sorry, I see my. Please repeat that.
Oh, like anything
My,
that you want to say, I am before we end the live stream. So I'll let you say
oh,
something, like last words for tonight. For
oh,
tonight
okay.
only. We're gonna come back next
Yes.
time. So before we end, anything that you want to kind of like tell the community and the people that is going to watch this after.
Yes, I see. I love your channel, and I always tune in if I have the time or if I'm not busy with any other important thing that's occupying my time. But yeah, man, I love logging in. I love the fact that you take the time to read our comments and respond to them. I'm a huge fan of your channel, your guests, JJ and Black Romana and Lee, awesome people, and I will continue supporting your channel. Thank you for welcoming me with open arms. I really appreciate it, and I really cannot wait for your next live.
Thank you, I like that.
Thank you
Mwah,
very
mwah,
much.
mwah, mwah. Thank you, Reddy. So how about you, Lee?
Sorry, I'm not the same as Rad. I hate all of you lot. No, I'm kidding. I, I just came here to argue. But no. Final words is I say hook me up with that lady who's in the chat.
Choose.
Uy, patay ka,
So,
Josa.
yeah, sort me out.
Josa.
Yo, if you're in the chat, hey, where's the makeup? You don't need no makeup. You look good. Thank you, IC, for a good conversation. Nice to meet you, Roman, in person.
Nice to meet
Rad,
you.
always a pleasure. So yeah, I'm look forward to the next time, and IC keep growing. Do a dating show, and yeah, I'm out.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Also, Lee, you have to invite them, Ayan. And also, admin wants to say, oh my God, 100% is adorable. You're so cute,
Oh,
Ayan, from
yeah.
admin. And baby Lee, I love you from Josa ng Bahaghari. Ayan. So you have a fan now. Next time, you will meet me in live. Oh, di ba?
Oh,
But Lee, everyone knows that you and I were going to collab very, very soon. Do you want to invite them to that and make them, like invite them and promote that in your own words? What will they gonna have to see for both of us in the next couple of weeks or months in the future?
Um, you'll see some interesting conversations. See me always arguing with Icy, telling that she's wrong. She's always wrong. And sorry, Icy, you're not always wrong. And just yeah, just see like fitness ideas and fitness um like her showing her knowledge, her deep knowledge of what she knows about fitness, because she's given me loads of ideas about how to sculpt yourself to the best person you can be. So I think it'll be good. It'll be an interesting conversation. I'm quite, you guys know me. I'm quite outspoken, so hopefully it won't be too rude, but it'll be fun. That's what I'm saying.
So, guys, just to add to that, if you want to see, you know, the always he always says this, guys, that his best asset is his boom boom. If you want to
Oh
see
God,
that, please
Jesus
stay
Christ!
tuned to subscribe to this channel.
I wish I never
It's
said that shit
always
now.
turn on notification because we're gonna do a slow motion of that.
You see my saggy ass.
Boom, boom.
And
No, they
of
were like
course, last one.
he lied to us. This
And
is not.
everyone has a kind of like they want to see your abs. So we'll see,
Oh
guys.
my
We
God,
will get
no!
stuff.
Yo, give me a few
And
weeks,
of
man. I'm
course,
still working.
so
Give me a few
guys, if
weeks.
you want to train with me as well, please do follow me on my social media. Hopefully, Reddy can be in Japan as well, Ayan, so we can meet Ayan
Yes.
and also. And JJ, last but
Yeah.
not the least, and of course, guys, Black Gamer Romainer, Ayan, it's gonna be in the descriptions link down below. Please do love and subscribe to his channel as well. And the last one, but not the least, Ayan, JJ, the floor is yours.
Oh, hi guys. It's been a pleasure meeting these two legends and also having the hot and fiery Icy on the chat. It's always good, always good. A pleasure being here. I know you don't understand anything I say, so you're just going to nod your head and say, yeah, 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 I understand this guy. Or you're going to have nosebleeds. Everyone's going to have nosebleeds in the Philippines, so get your tissues ready. But no, it's been a it's been a pleasure. I've enjoyed it. It's always fun to be on here. It's always fun chatting with you guys. I love this community. It's just been an absolute pleasure. I haven't done anything on my YouTube. I will start doing more once I go to Ireland. I go to Ireland in 16th, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. Thank you for having me on here. It is always a pleasure, and I'll see you again soon, Issei, in person when I'm back in Japan.
Yes, guys. And by the way, guys, we do actually met in person, JJ. So I've already met, yeah. But next time he'll be back in Japan eventually, and hopefully he'll gonna have time to have a collaboration with me, and let's
Yep.
train him as well. Let's see their abs. Like next time.
Okay.
This is
I
gonna
need
be
to get to
lovely.
work. I need to
But
work hard on my abs then. Got some
Pressure,
work to
man.
do.
Pressure. This is too much
pretty much
pressure.
for Radhi has abs. Ayan. But
He does.
I'm
ayan,
gonna wear a
Maylene
bodysuit.
Mapile.
Just
Okay, Radhi.
Oh, he's already showing his guns, man. Look, he's got
Yeah,
guns.
look at this.
what's that? It looks like a noodle. I can't. What is that?
Noodle.
I'm joking,
So,
lad. I'm joking.
but
Sorry.
I wanna read the comments down below. So, Maylene Mapile, ayan, they wanna see that. Ayan, they wanna see the abs. They wanna see the collaboration of the training. So make sure to stay tuned for that, guys. And of course, Maylene Mapili says, "Do you have abs, sir? Before the live ends, can you please show to us if you don't mind? Thank you."
I
Ayan.
I
would,
think he
but I'm
means.
tired. You know what I mean? Like
I think he
the
means
abs need to
ABS
sleep.
steering. ABS.
And of course, Josa also says, "JJ, you're so cute too."
Oh, I don't know about
From
that.
Josa.
I'm pretty dangerous.
JJ. Lee. So Jusme is almost like, "Oh my god." That's Tagalog for "Oh my god, Jusme. You're so cute." That's from Josa.
Sort me out, Icy man. What are you doing? Like, get me the digits. Sort me
telling you.
out.
I'm already telling you. She'll be on live next time. So make sure to stay tuned, guys. So
DM
thank
me,
you for
DM me,
everything.
DM me.
Sisi Koy, I'll give you his Facebook account.
Oi, oi.
But guys, very, very much appreciated tonight. I hope you
Thank you.
find this, live stream very, very interesting and, like something that you can actually, like get a glimpse or get an option for your life if you want.
Mm,
And
mm.
yeah, that's all. Thank you guys. And
Okay,
Lee,
thank you for having us.
Ready, JJ, thank you. Mwah, mwah,
Take care.
mwah to all
Bye.
of you
Bye, guys.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you. And take
Bye
care.
bye.
Ready, thank you over there. And of course, JJ, take care in Scotland.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
So guys, ayan. Thank you very, very much. So much thank you guys for being such a wonderful, wonderful, in the live chat as well. Thank you. I really, really do appreciate. Maraming maraming salamat sa inyong lahat sa pag-i-interact. Alam ko yung iba dumudugo na yung ilong dyan, but thank you so much. You meant a lot to me, guys. And of course, to these three lads, ayan, very, very much appreciated all the time. I appreciated the love, the support, guys. And of course, Felipe G, I hope you also had fun. Ayan. Thank you all. Ayan, from JJ. And bye, take care. Sarap, dami Coco Daddy. I know, right? So, guys, I hope like those are three single lads. So, one day I hope, this live stream would finally kind of like, I'm not going to be surprised if one day I'll find someone that will tell me they're going to get married and they find their partner in this live stream, because that's kind of like what I want this my channel to be, a life journey for all of us, and this is the thing, we can always agree to disagree with our opinions. It doesn't have to be an argument. It doesn't have to be, like, it's just discussion. It's how conversation goes. And I want everyone to communicate, know how to communicate, because in all walks of relationship, family, relationship, partner, friends, it's very important that you know how to express yourself. And that's what I wanted for my Saturday live stream. And then again, guys, this is going to be my Saturday live stream. It's going to be once a week live stream. So I hope, even though I'm not going to live stream anymore on Wednesday, I hope you find time to be with me on Saturdays. And of course, please do support my video, my uploads. I'll have more and more stuff, new uploads for you guys. Physical, emotional reaction, those things definitely, definitely will be out there very, very soon. And lastly, if you want to train with me, if you're in Japan, or if you're not, you can always, send me your videos, decent videos. And if you're in Japan, please do let me know. Let's have a collaboration with me, even though you're not a YouTuber, you're just a viewer. If you want to be featured in this channel, please follow me on my social media. It'll be my pleasure to do so. So thank you, thank you. Wow, mga single sila, Diyos, may papawasak na ako, diba? Ayan. So yes, Sisi Koy, all of them are single. So again, guys, thank you, thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you so much. Ayan, hindi ko na kayo maiisa-isa. Always interesting conversation, giving me some things to think about. Thanks. So thank you, Felipe G. Thank you so much. And thank you, Cici. Thank you to everyone. Mylene Mapile, thank you. Ayan, thank you, everyone. Arigato gozaimashita. Otsukaresama deshita. And oyasumi nasai again and again dito sa channel na ito. Kayo ang bida. Bye-bye, guys. Love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye-bye.